you got to get the Carfax. And I'm just being real. For me, Maul, I didn't want to get the Carfax because I had already made up my mind that I wanted that car. I already made up in my mind I wanted that Joker, Maul. So I should have did the fact check before I got emotionally.
Organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I also got Dr. King in the building.
Man, see, I can't see you, bro. Where you at?
Oh,
I don't see you.
Listen, man, listen.
Some method to the madness.
I asked you a question. I asked you, how are you? You know what I'm saying? My mom said, don't answer a question with a question.
Hey, brother, I am doing awesome, but I would be phenomenal if I had a chance to just lay eyes on you, bro.
Okay, well, just wait on it.
Feel it coming in the
Dr. Thomas. If y'all listen, public service announcement. If you are listening to this, cut it off. Go to YouTube.
Right now.
Go to YouTube.
Right this second.
I'm about to cut up.
We didn't do all of this when I moved into my new crib, Maul.
Oh, no.
I'm about to cut up. Dr. Thomas.
Party.
Dr. Thomas, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Listen, man. We got a lot of people on this podcast been watching for years, and you've been looking at me in low def. All right? Look, that does no credit to how handsome I really am. You know what I'm saying? So all these years, I've been giving y'all the average boy. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, hold on, let me hit my little joint here. Oh, snap!
Oh, he looking like Carl now.
Let's
Oh, man, he got my books in the back. Okay.
Come on, man. Who but me? A boss is a role that I've grown into. You know what I'm saying? I've grown into this, Carl.
Let's go.
Y'all been
Is
waiting.
that Michigan State green?
Man, shout out to Marshall.
I see.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
The soundtrack playing.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for this moment. Come on.
For all my life. He's been waiting for this moment, E. He's been waiting for this moment.
Listen, man. Just something light. It's nothing, man. I just been watching E with his success is never on discount.
Never on discount.
Greatness is never on sale. I've been looking at Maul in the nightclub with his own personal banner.
And the lights, the light show in the back.
I done had to look at the Solo Creator Pro's best invention ever. You know what I'm saying?
He got rid of Kobe, though. I used to seeing Kobe.
Oh, I got Kobe.
And I
got him on this wall, E.
Oh, okay.
Listen, it's my moment. Y'all stop talking.
Okay.
This is my moment.
He's been waiting for this moment all his life.
Listen,
Thought it was our moment.
I was getting slandered on YouTube saying they hated my clock. Nikki said she hated my clock. You know what I'm saying? She said, throw it in the trash.
Wow,
okay?
the whole clock?
So the whole clock got thrown in the trash. But listen, shout out to Jose, who came through on a Sunday and said, you know what, see, I'm not going to let you go out like that.
Let's go.
I got you.
Wow.
I got me a camera. Let me look straight into I got me a camera. I got whatever these lights they done put in there. I got 6. Listen, I should pick up the camera and show y'all, but I'm not allowed to move anything in here.
No, that's right. Please.
But I got state-of-the-art equipment all around me. Okay? You're not going to let me continue to be punked on this podcast. All right? So listen. I'm upgrading our aesthetics. I already know that. Y'all was tired of looking at them and they're ugly mugs. You know what I'm saying? This is the most, when I'm off screen, this is the most unattractive podcast that has ever lived. But I
Hey, Ma, you see he got a picture of himself up on the
I see
hookup,
it,
though. You see he
dog.
got a picture of himself.
Hey,
Why I
listen.
say savage?
But listen though, y'all know I don't really get into that. But Marshall, our dear friend Marshall, sent me
He
that,
made you
man,
do
and
it.
I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, man, my wife ain't about to let me put this up just in the living room. You know what I'm
Random.
saying? So I was like, man, I'm gonna wait for the right moment. And shout out
This
to
is
Marshall.
it.
Hey, Carl, fair
Shout out
foul.
to Marshall.
Fair foul. How come he ain't got a copy
It's
of the
back
9
there.
to 5 millionaire,
Oh,
dog?
he cares back
Up
there.
there
He
on
took-
the-
It's back
Is it
there.
back there?
Yeah,
It's probably
no.
dark.
What I'm gonna do is, I'm going in cycles of who I raised. So I raised E first. So Toby's gonna get spotlighted next week, and then I'm gonna have the 9 to 5. I gotta go in order of my sons. You know what I'm saying? My dad always said first one, last one. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go in order. So E gets the trophy. Today. That's E's magazine article from one of the, you know what I'm saying? I got his books up. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just a little something like, man, listen, man.
I'm the firstborn, Ma. I'm the firstborn.
Hey, you get
You
the
got the
inheritance.
birthright, E.
Hey.
You got the birthright,
Yup.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie. He set this up, and let me tell you how fire the setup was. He set me up. I sat down, looked at my stuff, heard my stuff, and said, I don't even need them to do this podcast. I can roll solo now. I'm ready for the
Solo
big
pro.
leagues.
The
I do
real
not-
solo pro.
Solo pro. I'm about, hey, Carl, send me that logo. I'm
Let's
about to get
go.
a whole logo.
I got you.
Listen, man, how is everybody feeling? Man, it's a beautiful week. Week is off to a good start. A busy week. Some exciting things on the table. Shout out to everybody who supported the launch of the Resonance. Man, incredible feedback. That boy Inky hit like number 1, number 2 on the charts. Just going crazy.
Immediately.
So shout out to that. Y'all follow the Resonance Network on all the socials, man. We're gonna have exclusive content there for you. Nikki is manning that operation. She's going crazy with just great content. So shout out to everybody who supported that launch. Also, we got a whole nother podcast that we're gonna reveal to y'all coming up very, very soon. And so stay tuned for that, man. We're gonna give y'all some incredible content. And we're going to do it in high def. You know what I'm saying? More importantly, we're going to do it in high def. How's everybody feeling? How was your week so far?
Oh, great. Except I had one moment, where I had to think when I got my the taxes that I owe. I had to think twice about about
Bro,
my
why
life.
Carl called me though, man? Funniest
Yeah.
thing ever, bro. Go ahead, Carl. I ain't even gonna take the shine, dog.
Go
But
ahead. What
I
happened?
thought it was actually funny.
No, it was real. You could say I called Ma like, okay, bro, we talked about how to raise money and do some stuff, but there's another step
Yeah.
that we got to start
Yeah.
talking about
Straight
for
up.
real now.
Carl called me, man, with the rich man blues. Carl was like, and then first, but I'm gonna tell you this about Carl. I don't know if you remember this, and we didn't talk about this the other day. About 3 weeks ago, I want to say, you was like, hey, I think we was on the phone. He's like, hey, man, I got to get off, man. I'm about to hurry up and do my taxes. And I was like, yo, taxes? I was like, why you in a rush to do your taxes? You know, I'm like, taxes. I said,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
thinking it's the old joint when he getting 1,500 back.
oh, Carl was rushing because he thought he's about to get that check.
Yeah.
He didn't know he didn't know his uncle was gonna be knocking at the door.
I told Carl, Carl was like, you don't do your taxes when it, in January? I said, no, man. I was like, bruh. I said, when you owe money, you try to keep that money in your bank just a little bit longer until it's the day you got to pay. And then Carl was like, oh, no, I'd like to get it off the way. Then all of a sudden he called me back after his tax man came back to him with that big boy number, what he owed. I was like, the only thing popped in my mind was Solo Pro.
Solo Pro. Just let your soul. Just let your soul pro.
How does it
Hey,
feel to be me?
What I
Man.
told him is that like we could do the paperwork, but y'all not gonna deduct till the last day possible. That's the shift that I made. But
Welcome to
it's
the
real
big
now.
leagues.
Oh,
baby.
yeah, no, the big leagues. Hey,
I always love when the backup quarterback get to start and get
Bruh,
to feel
it's a different game.
oh, yeah, it's a
feel what
different
it feel
game.
like.
it looked
Hey,
way
on the
easier
game.
from the sideline.
It moved
yeah.
faster than in practice. It moved
Man.
a lot faster.
Yeah, no, hey, listen, man. I think I done deferred so many times. I'm still deferring from 2015. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I get it. Then you got, hey, don't sleep on them late fees too. Cause I was like, ooh, that was like, man, we defer this out. They was like, bet. And
Why is
was
it they
like,
get to take as long as they want, but they don't give me no interest on my stuff. But when I late on them, they make me pay. I feel the burn.
Man.
If you don't pay, like 6 months later, it's almost like the same as, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you owe, it kind of like double. I'm like, yo, how did it started at 100K? No, how's it 200? They like the interest in the last 7 months. I'm like, unbelievable.
Just pay them, bro.
But when they late, they don't send you no extra.
So they don't send you nothing, bro.
Nothing. Unbelievable. Well, tax time for many of you is a stress. Some people, some of y'all ain't got to deal with that stress just yet, but we praying that you had them same problems, because that mean, you know, my dad always said you could look at it on the other side. You could have no taxes to pay, and me ain't making no money. Me and my wife sat home this weekend, of course, and watched Coming to America 2.
Oh, man, I didn't get to see it yet.
I ain't see it yet.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Carl said no. I saw
No, I ain't see it either. I want to hear C's review first.
No,
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It was worth it for the nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and, you know, we sat on the couch, man. It was just the two of us. It was, of course, you know, it ain't got the same zeal as the first one. You know what I mean? Of course. But it was good to see everybody, man. And, you know, the storyline was all right. You know what I'm saying? But it was still good just to have, you know, just to have them memories, man, and really just see everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so, it was cool, man. Shout out to the whole crew for doing an amazing job. That was dope. I enjoyed it, man. I definitely enjoyed it. It had a few points. I was like, okay, it's getting a little whatever, but still cool, man.
What not funny? What was it?
I mean, it was just like, okay, put it like this. This is the best way I could describe it. It was a victory lap. You know what I'm saying? You know how you win and it's like you everybody celebrating and you like, all right, cool. It's like it was the parade, like after the championship. It's like the championship is the hypest point, and the parade is like where you go and you're like, hey, you could miss a little bit of it. You could go get a little, you know, beverage and come back. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of had that vibe to it. So, but no, still dope experience, man. I don't know, more liked it better than I did apparently.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, we made a big thing of it, man. We invited over a couple couples that's close to us, and you know, sent them a movie theater, a night at the movie invitation, and they all came.
Social distance.
Am I the only one that's just standing in the crib still and not? Am I the only one that's not coming out?
Well, we didn't go to the movies. It's at my house.
I'm just saying, like,
So
we
they
ain't
can't,
been in
you know,
nobody's house.
Right.
We only been in the crib. Like, at what point should we stop doing this?
In all fairness, E and Didi don't go to nobody's crib anyway.
In a
You know what I'm
regular,
saying?
right,
Before the
that's true.
pandemic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, E, I shouldn't say that. E will come to your crib. Didi ain't coming to your crib.
If I'm with D,
It ain't
it's
happening.
I forgot we
Yeah,
were somewhere
yeah.
and somebody was like hurt. Like, man, Didi did. She don't spend the night. She ain't spend the night. I said, Didi don't spend the night at her mama's house. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal.
Yeah, I want to racially profile somebody today, so I do want to put that out there. He was so embarrassed. I was on the phone with E. I think that was at the lighting store. He gonna say, "Hey," all I heard was he say, "That boy." He said, "Hey, can you throw this away for me?" I heard somebody say, "I don't work here."
I was hurt, Paul. You feel me? I was racially profiling you. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking she worked there. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she worked there. She had the whole hookup. She was just standing there like in the back, you know, the back area chilling. And I was like, this what it feel like to be racially profiled.
How many times you been
right.
on the other end of that? E?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I was embarrassed. I told C, man, C heard me. I told her about 5 times. I'm so sorry. I've been
was
racially
going through it.
profiled. I'm sorry.
You know, E flight attendant was going through it. He was hurt. He was like, "No, you don't look like you were." I was just saying because you red is the normal color of the pin. You know, you go into Target, you see somebody with a red shirt. Yeah, do me a favor. Hey, listen, that's on you if you go into Target with a red shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? What, son? What? Say it.
Oh, he ready.
Yes, go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, we ain't getting no joke from Trey today.
Bruh.
The green screen.
Right, exactly. I told you this is my day. You know what I'm saying? It's my day.
Get him on next week.
Sit your little butt down. You ain't work for this. Hey, but I will say this. So I know we're gonna do a podcast. CJ likes to joke and play and have fun. I know, but we must tell one more story because E called me the other day. He was hurt. He was crushed. And I think, you know, how you mess up and you just need to talk to somebody and kind of admit your faults. he called me, was like, "See, man," and I was like, "Dog, you got to tell that on the podcast," because I was dying laughing. He was in that zone, and he done cussed little man out. Go ahead, E. Go on and tell the story.
Hey, Ma, we done went from road rage to service rage. Service man. I had a service man come over.
Service rage.
Yeah, service rage. So
Hey, but you know what's funny? Hold on, before you tell it, E, let me start. So E texted me right after church and said, he said, I had service rage on my man. And I was like, I'm thinking like, what did he say in the service that
he was thinking service like church
service? I thought he was talking about church service.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's just say he was not. So go ahead, E.
So, and again, Ma, stuff just happened, man. You know, you don't mean to do it. It just one event led to another. So it was probably like Thursday, man, and you know, for whatever reason, you know, I'm in a great mood to work out, but stuff still happens that try to threaten your workout, Ma. You feel me? All the time, bro. Like I'm in the zone. Like I'm working out now. It's always a caller. So Didi hit me up that morning, like, yo, service man coming. And I was like, all right, bet. I was like, what time? She's like, 8 to 12. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. 8 to 12. I'm good. I get dressed. Didi get dressed. And I'm geek because like me and her both going out to walk, it's like 50-50, 60-40. So Didi dressed, we ready. Soon as we go out, we hit the driveway, we making the left, service man come. I'm talking about 8 to 12. I'm like, come on, why they on 8 to 12, bro? That's 4 hours. I can't just be sitting somewhere waiting for you from 8 to 12, right?
Right.
Bro, as soon as we go out, like we just like in prayer mode, about to pray, get into the T-Money boy. Didi always complaining too, like you gotta. So I'm like, yo, working out and we about to get our time in, right? My man pull up, I lost it, Ma.
Mind you though, how come any other time they would have came 72 minutes after 12? You know what I'm saying? You'd have been sitting there, you'd have had to call. Now, of course, because you about to go, I'm talking about my man pull up at 7:59. Ain't that about
Bro,
enough?
it's the same thing today. Didi sat down, and we was kicking it. She had just, kind of got up. We was kicking in the kitchen. As soon as she sat down and we prayed, knock. We was like, yo, anytime you got something to do. So anyway, my man pull up. I promise you, I've lost it at this point. And I'm just like, I can't believe when we want you to come, we can't. But I'm not looking at him, Ma. I'm turning away and walking back to the door. And I can't believe, like, I'm trying to work. I can't, this just don't, And Didi like, okay, come on now. My man can hear you. I'm like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm
hit my
pissed,
man
bro.
with the full passive aggressive.
I'm talking about, I was pissed, bro. So then I get in the crib and I was like, all right, E, he gonna be in the crib and I love my wife. My wife was like, oh, don't worry about it. Go walk. I'm like, you and Jada, my man in here, and I'm both gonna go walk, and you ain't gonna be pissed the rest of the day.
That's a setup.
That's like a setup
That's a setup.
for family
That
right
was a
there.
setup.
I'm like, I'm good. So I come in, and so I was like, you know what, E? You know what you need to do? Now I gotta say this too. I don't know if I was, I know it, it was something else that sparked it. I end up going to bed late, because my wife, and why is it? Maybe this ain't y'all, it's just me. But why is it that I've been married 30 years and we're on 2 different clocks? Like, I still don't get that. I want to get up early. I go to bed early. She want to stay up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm just like, why can't we get up? Why we ain't on is that just me, Ma? You?
Oh, that's us, dog. Camille, she will stay up to 3 in the morning, bro.
Man.
And I'm getting up at like 6:30 in the morning. She's like, no, I ain't getting up. So yes, different clocks.
See, Carl, y'all go to bed at the same time.
Well,
Tamisha and I are pretty close.
Unfortunately, E had my wife leading out prayer meetings at 4 a.m. So my wife
She going to bed early.
Bro, I'm talking about early. But then, here go the thing with Candace, though. She one of them people who, like, she could get up early, like 5 days a week, and then on the weekend, she could sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. Like, I'll be up. So, I got to get my sleep daily. She can catch up on all her sleep on Saturday and Sunday. I usually just take the kids and leave the crib and just let her do her thing. But, yeah, continue.
So I came in the crib. I was hurt, Maul. I missed service, right? I missed service, overslept. I don't never oversleep. So I was just like, man, I missed service. Candace hit me. You can see all the people who called me like 3 minutes before, like, E, you there? Right? So I'm pissed, Maul. Like, shit, I done messed up my streak. I had 21 straight days. Then the 7th day, I missed one, right? So I got in the crib and I was like, all right, my man gonna be here for about an hour. Easy. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna ride the Peloton. And I'm just be real, like I got to a point where I wrote, like I was on that like 12, 14 weeks straight. So I was kind of like, I'm like, we're going to do these hills, you know, and we'll walk an hour and just hit these hills, right? But I was like, let me just get on the Peloton. So I got on the Peloton, was like, yo, I forgot Myron. So this is a great time to watch Myron. Everybody was like, it was fire. So I was like, all right, I put it on the Peloton, was right. Myron was going in. And I heard the service dude like, hey, man, when you talk about, I was crushed. I was crushed. My man was like, hey, man. I was like, oh, God. I'm like, Holy Ghost. I feel like I'm going to hell. I was like, please don't die today. Because you die today, you going to hell.
Oh, you ain't got enough time to make up for this.
Oh, bro, you ain't got enough time. And so, Marley hit me. You didn't really miss church. I was like, I was trying to get my man on the sermon board. But your little dumb butt and your little workout foolishness, you done got in the way of what I got planned. And bro, I watched it. My man was pumped up, geek, right? So at the end, I called Myron and was like, yo, Myron, that joker was fire. My man was like, yeah, that sermon was fire, Myron. I'm like, what? So then I get off with Myron and he was like, yeah, you know, I just got a divorce. You know, a few months, maybe a few months ago, I got a divorce. I got 3 kids. I ain't seen my kid. I was just like, I'm going to hell twice. I'm going to hell. Wake up. Go back to hell.
He done cussed my Hey,
You
here got
got
a
2 life
problem though.
sentences.
Hey, he done cussed my man out for coming early. So he trying to figure out, I got to the crib. I'm a Christian.
I don't know what's going on. You feel me? So afterwards, of course, my man got to telling me, his whole story. It's like, I just started dating again. He's like, I grew up Catholic, but my girl go to church and it's different, but he was like, it's crazy. I've been going to church with her on some different stuff. But, when I heard your band, like, what is that? I was like, I'm a pastor. It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
I'm actually
what church is that?
I'm actually a man of the cloth.
I'm actually a man of God. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I'm actually a man of God sometimes. And so he before it was over, I write the church down, the name down, going back and forth. And he's just like, man, good to meet you. And I'm just like, oh God, I feel like, oh man, sometimes you just want, hey, what is it? Southwest Airlines. You want to get away?
I want to get away.
I just want to get a quick ticket. Get away, bro. So yeah, man, service rage, man. Service rage.
Unbelievable. Yeah, the rage is back. You know what I'm saying? He tried to bring the rage back for 2 seconds.
When we scheduling that next baptism? When's that next baptism?
Over, Carl. I thought if it wasn't road rage, it just wasn't no rage, Carl. I didn't know it go out the pig and go into, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it came into the service, man. I didn't know.
Nah, man. Hey, man, that's just God little ways of checking you like, man, relax. You know what I'm saying? You ever had them days where you kind of on edge like that? Got to do something like that just to kind of bring you back full circle. So before we jumped on the podcast, I had to go back and listen to my voice note. And usually I pull a lot of content from E likes to send voice. I don't know why you sent me an MP3 this time. So I like, this must be serious. Like, sometimes E just do the voice note.
Right.
Yeah, but that'll disappear, Carl. Yeah, that'll disappear, Carl. And with C, he'll be like, yo, it disappeared. I'm good. I ain't got to listen to that fully.
Oh, I promise. But while we're on that, Apple, you got all the smartest people in the world working there. Can you fix the doggone voice notes, please? Why can't I fast forward and rewind the voice notes?
Oh, bruh.
Ain't that terrible?
Fam.
Bruh.
I done got 75% of the way through one of ET's 72-minute voice notes.
And your phone went off or
My
something.
phone rang or if your phone just go black.
Yep.
I just end up calling E like, man, what did you say, dog? Like, and Lashana do it too, and I'm just like, dog, let me fast forward, let me skip. Like y'all done came up with all of this technology.
Let me control it. Yeah, let me control it. Let me hit the middle if I want to.
That's the technology for iPhone 15 when that comes out. They got to keep sending something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
they can't give it all to you in just one.
Now that my
iPhone.
camera can take a picture of the moon's surface, can you get us a fast forward and rewind? You big dummies. So anyway, I was listening to one of E's disappearing voice notes that can't fast forward. Anyway, and he said, yo, I think it's, and I'll let him break it down, but he was like, yo, I think it's funny that like when people either, what was it, either get fired from their job or get divorced or lose, at something, he's like, yo, I feel like it's crazy that we never get a reason why. And you were like, yo, I guess somebody hit you up, was like, yo, yeah, my job was tripping, they let me go. And E, I'll let you take it from there.
No. Craziest thing ever, right?
Yeah.
And I heard, and she gonna kill me. She's pretty famous, like she does acting, and I think she's into politics too. Amanda, right? I can't remember her last name, right? I know she's gonna kill me, but she was breaking down the day, kind of like my whole thought process, and she was kind of like, Maul, why is it that when people break up with people and they get with another person, like why is it wrong to Google that person or do some research? You feel me? It's like why is it that we start all over again? We date and we start all over again, and you don't want to ask the person like, yo, you don't mind if I call your ex-boyfriend, do you? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you don't mind if I call your ex-girlfriend, do you? You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
on some real, like I want to know
get the
what
Carfax.
happened.
You know what I'm
I just
saying?
want to get the Carfax. See, that's all, right? So, we doing the 21, day boy, and I guess my man was watching, so he was like, "Yo, 21 days," and he heard about the 120 conference, so he went from that to the 120. And by the way, make sure you we still fire, go 120series.com, right? So he joined 1series.com, was watching it, and was like, "Yo, I can't believe they got one-on-ones with ET for $1,000." He's like, bro, you charge 50, 60,000. So he was like 30 minutes for a grand. He was like, I'm all on top of that, right? So we kicking it, Ma, and it was so funny. He had like a boo-boo face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to that. Normally when cats hit me up, they be geeked. And I was like, what's wrong? He's like, man, I had this big elaborate boy. I wanted to drop on you. I wanted you to help me to do this. But I just got fired last night. I said, what? He's like, yeah, I just got fired before I called you. HR just called me and fired me.
I'm gonna need that 1,000 back.
I'm gonna need you to run that back.
So he said, what was crazy, he was like, yo, what hurt me is, like when the company first started, it was my homie, and we started it together. You feel me? And I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, man. And then, it's booming now. And I got fired. And I was like, whoa, okay. So I let him do his whole thing, Maul. At the end of like the 30-minute boy, I was like, all right, I ain't gonna take your time, but I want to get another 5 minutes here with you. He's like, all right, what's up? I was like, did you ask why you got fired? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, Maul. I'm like, and I said that the reason why I'm asking you is because I know at some point you're gonna want to work again. So it would probably be good for you to figure out why you got fired so you don't repeat that. You feel me? So I'm just being real. I told C, like, yo, why is it that we're afraid to figure out why we got fired?
E, is it that we're afraid to figure that out, or is it that you really know, but you just don't want to come to grips with it?
Okay, and whatever the denial is, like, what benefit is it to try to pretend like you don't know what's going on because you're gonna repeat it again? Or like, I want to know for real. Maybe we need to open this up one day, but I want to talk to people like, yo, why are you scared to call the ex? It's not like when you call the ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend that you don't have to keep dating a person, but why wouldn't you want to know like what's really going on so you could be like, yo, that's not something that I can actually handle? Because guess what's going to happen, Maul? At some point, it's going to come up in the relationship.
It's who you are.
You feel me? So I asked my man, like, yo, bro, I thought you said it was your homie. I thought y'all started a company together. He was like, yeah, it was my homie. And I do know why I got fired. I was like, oh, okay, let's go. Why you ain't tell me in the beginning? Yeah. Like, that's interesting, right? So he said to me, he said, so what happened was I started having challenges in my marriage. You feel me? I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, what does that have to do with your job? He was like, I wasn't bringing the same energy to the job. So I was there physically, but I wasn't there mentally. He was like, yo, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff was happening and you know what I'm saying? Like I just, I was going to work every day, but I just wasn't like in that space. He said, so what happened was my boy ended up like replacing me with somebody that was like not parallel to me, but that was killing it. Right. So he said, when I finally got back into my spot mentally, My man was like, yo, you gonna be reporting to this person now. He was like, man. I was like, all right. When was that? He was like, whatever, 3 years ago, whatever. I was like, oh, okay. Well, you just got fired. What happened? He's like, well, I had a loved one die. I think he said his sister or something. Right? I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I said, what happened? He was like, I took off for 30 days. He said, when I came back, somebody parallel to me now I was answering to. And he was like, yo, my man let me go. And I was like, so how you feel about it? He was like, no, I get it. Like, I lost my energy, and I just didn't know how to keep that same energy when I was going through what I was going through. And I was just like, wow. But I was like, yo, So I was like, what you're going to have to do is, because life is going to happen. You feel me? Like, I was like, yo, I've been there. My son, female, my wife, MS, like, I've been there, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I was like, yo, and he was a high eye. And I was like, yo, as a flight attendant, I know you an emotional creature. And I know, like, when you present, when you're not. But I was like, bro, you got to figure out a way. So I just told C, and we could just kind of, maybe talk about it. Maybe it ain't enough to talk about. I don't know. But I was just like, yo, why is it? And here's, Mar, you got to understand why I'm saying it. I'm like, bruh, if you could get the real scoop on why your girl broke up with my man or why my man broke up with his girl before y'all start dating, like, that's some good critical information right there. Like, that kind of information can either put you in a situation where you like, you know what? I'm not interested in that. I'm not trying to do that. Or, you know what? That's, even though I know for my man that was a bit much, or for home girl that was too much, but that's something that I feel like, that's a challenge I feel like I could live with. That's something I could deal with. So I just asked C, like, yo, for real, why is it that people want to fake it when something bad happens, when something devastating happens? Why they want to fake it like nothing happened, and they just gonna move on with life and pretend like, hey, my past ain't gonna, resurface itself again. So that's all. We were just talking through. I just want to know why people on that. I said, Maul said he don't know why they doing it. Okay, maybe more people, maybe when they do real estate, they not real about it. Like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe when people buy property,
bro, it's the look in the mirror effect. Nobody wants to look in the mirror, man. Who wants to sit there and actually come to grips that I didn't do what I was supposed to do, or I'm not that type of person? Most people, you think about a football game. Most people, when they do wrong, they go to the cheerleaders to get criticism and not the coach. A cheerleader is made to cheer you on. That's all they do is cheer you on. They got their pom-poms. They come ready to cheer you on. You ever seen cheerleaders even if you lose the game? See, even if you lose, they still over there kicking and cheering and celebrating. But your coach is going to tell you all the time, like, what you did wrong. I remember when I used to play ball, my coach would sit there and probably at a whole meeting, and I'm talking about I could have done great, the best game I've ever had. And he would only tell me about the things that I did wrong. He would never even tell me about the things I did right. And that's how I was able to get actual growth. And so it got to the point where I actually looked for him to tell me the things that I did wrong, because that's the stuff that I want to hear about so I can better. I don't need to better the things I'm already good at. And I think that's the issue. A lot of people, they want to hear about what they're doing good at. Nobody really wants to come to grips and deal with what's wrong or the part about them that they're not.
But I'm just saying, Maul, that's the part that you just said. Like, why wouldn't you want to know? Because with that information, you could really, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, like whatever the outcomes you're trying to get, that's the information that's going to get you there.
But that's only if you're trying to get good, though. How many people, though, they already think they good? They already think they fresh. How many people actually, that you come across really, really want to be 100% in every area of their life? Some people be like, man, I'm cold in 25%, so I'm going to just keep rocking on that 25%. Yep, I know I make money. I'm fresh with it. Yep, I ain't got to love God. I ain't got to love my wife. I ain't got to love my children. I ain't got to love my body size, but I make money. So you just hang your hat on making money and you just go full burden making money, but you okay with having those other holes in your life. And then you figure that the more money you make, you mask or cover up all the other areas in your life that you're not really winning in. So some people, that's what they do. They'll just go hard in that area. So no, bro, I mean, I hear you. I feel you. But no, it definitely exists. And I think that people know that it's work, man. It takes work, bro. It takes work to really deal with the issues that you have in life. It's not easy. And it's necessary though. So I feel what you're saying and I agree. It's necessary, but it's definitely not easy. It's easier for me just to hang my head on that 25% of what I do well and then let the other 75% just, you let people talk about the 25 that I'm doing good in.
Yeah, and I want to, go for it, Carl, sorry.
No, I was just going to say from the opposite side though, y'all, what if it's my escape? Like you said, it's a lot going on in life, and for real, I know that this is the one area of my life that I'm good at, and like if I ain't drinking, I ain't smoking, like this is just my thing. I ain't want to deal with nothing else. What if it's just that's my like survival mechanism? I'm trying to find something.
No, and it's real though, Carl. But I'm saying to the person that's listening, that's on that. That's a real thing. It's like I do want to escape. You feel me? And I'm that person. Like I've been that person where I'd rather just not deal with it. But I'm saying at the end of the day, I was telling somebody today, I was like, look, I'm not really sure how many relationships you've been in, but from me knowing you, the last 15, 20 years, it's like you got married, you got a divorce. You got married again, you got a divorce. You had a girlfriend, that didn't work out. You got another girlfriend, that didn't work out. I was just like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like at what point, because you really want to be, apparently you want to be in a relationship, Maul, because you didn't like, you got some people that get married, get a divorce, and they like, I'm through. Like, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on that. Like, me having to change who I am to fit, I'm not into that. Like, I'd rather just be by myself. I can do bad all by myself. But I'm like, you a grown man who apparently you're attracted, to women. And you, more importantly, you seem like you don't want to be alone. You want to be with somebody. But if you've gone through two divorces and 2 or 3 serious relationships that, you was on the brink of getting married, at what point do you stop and go, it can't be all 5 of the females? You feel me? Like at what point do you go, I can be in a healthy relationship. I can be with somebody for the next 30, 40 years. Like if I start right now and do it right, I think he's in his 30s. It's like, you can be in a relationship for 30, 40 years with this person. Y'all can still create 30, 40 years together, Maul. And so my thing to him was like, why do you keep, like, what is it about you where you don't want to go in the mirror and go, I did this wrong. I see a pattern as it relates to my relationships with females. I do this, or that. And then it always gets to this. But instead, we were kind of talking about, I don't know what we was talking about, but it wasn't what he was doing wrong. And so to me, to your point, Carl, right, you are escaping, but you can't be in escape mode for the rest of your life when you're saying you want to be with somebody. You feel me? So for me, it's just like, how do we get people, Maul? You said it's the hard way. Okay, it is. But how do we get people to go? How do we get people to go? I have to legitimately ask myself what went wrong. Like get the Carfax, right? What went wrong? And I know you got a point, C, but I don't want to forget this. I want to ask this question as well. Why do some people buy the car and don't do the fact check? Like, why do some people flat out, Maul, you buying a car and they refuse the fact check? They just like, I don't want to know nothing about the history of the car. You know what I'm saying? I just like it. I like the way it looks.
I can tell you that. I can answer that question right now. Because when you buy a car without the fact check, you get it on discount. But when you buy a car and it actually tells you the history of the car, then it costs a little bit more money. And so people not willing to pay the price, bro. They're not willing to pay.
It's called certified pre-owned.
There you go. It's called certified. Go ahead.
You can get a pre-owned or a certified pre-owned, which means we went through everything and we still gonna vouch for this regardless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, Maul, you right. I might have saved up front.
That's it.
But you
think you saved up front, right?
I'm gonna pay more on the back end, Maul. That's why I'm clueless, like a Rubik's Cube to me. You feel me? Like this is why I'm confused, because you're trying to save money, but really you're not saving money. You're actually in the long run, Maul, you're gonna spend more money buying a lemon than you gonna do if you go ahead and get that circuit certified.
You answered it. Ain't nobody looking at the long run. That's the hurdle. They're not looking at that long, the long game. The most of us, just to be real, are looking for, oh, it's a nice looking car. I got it. I'm about to whip this joint home and I look good. You know what I'm saying? That's where our thought process is.
My Uncle Milton, bro. Uncle Milton is a prime example. My man.
I'm sorry, Uncle Milton.
Don't tell me the truck broke down.
Bro, the truck broke down, bro.
The Explorer?
The Explorer, bro. Uncle Milton, he gets a car every I ain't even gonna say 6 months. Every 4 to 6 months, he got to get another car. But every time he get it, he just as excited like it's the one.
And that's what I'm talking about, Maul. What, you've not learned nothing from that process?
Oh, nothing. And he could have had a brand new Mercedes. If you think about how many cars he done bought in the last 7 years. It's unbelievable, but he keep doing it because he like, oh man, I got this one at a discount. Man, I got it for $1,500. I got over on him. I'm like, hey, what did you get a warranty on it? You get? Oh no, this one good. This one good. Boom, engine go bad. Oh.
So as y'all were sitting there talking, right? I think we should focus a little bit on, Carl, you might have touched on it, the defense mechanism part, or making ourselves believe what we want to believe, right? Like our brains are extremely powerful tools. Like we can convince ourselves of something. Like, do y'all know they got like, I saw this show, right? And Carl, they were doing like one of those things where people were giving their eyewitness testimony. And it was crazy how wrong they were, Carl.
Oh, wow.
They were like, yo, I saw this and he ran that way. He had on a white jacket and he did it. And Maul, you probably know this from the police. Bruh, they would show the video and the people who was like giving the eyewitness testimony like, no way, that didn't happen, right? And so it's crazy. Even in other eyewitness testimony, they'll have Maul 5 witnesses. Everybody saw something different.
In the police academy, they do that to us. In the police academy, we actually have situations that take place. Like we have an apartment building that they renovated and they might make it like a nightclub or bar, something like that. And then they have you and your partner to give you a radio. And then you go get the call, go to that door. And then there's a whole scene going on of people, right? There's a whole mock scene. And while you're in there, they're recording everything that take place. And just like C said, you never know what's going to happen. And the second something happens, you have to react to it. And then you go back to the classroom and then they go over they ask you questions. Who did you see? Who had the gun? What color did he have on? They ask you a series of questions. And it's so crazy, about 50% of your answers are right.
And you just sit there and look, you just sat there and watched the whole thing.
You just watched the whole thing, but it happened and you didn't expect it. Your mind wasn't ready. So somebody that had on a red shirt, somebody that really had on a red shirt, you might have saw white just because of how everything is taking place and your adrenaline is pumping.
So let me try to tie this together. The other thing that they did afterwards is they found out that people who talked to somebody afterwards and confirmed they thought made them even twice as likely to guarantee.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all see where I'm going.
What happened?
Yeah. I got a new background, y'all. I'm coming with it. I'm not playing with y'all.
Let's go.
I'm not playing with y'all.
Go green.
Go white. They got to a point, where they would tell somebody what happened and then it was cemented in their brain forever, whether it happened or not. So when you say, when somebody got out of a relationship, I'm telling you, this is the danger. You've already tricked your brain into believing that everything you did was right. You've already called your friend and they have double confirmed what you wanted them to confirm.
Depending on who you call.
Depending on who you call, but most people gonna call.
Oh, you calling that person? Yep.
You gonna call that person?
I told you, you're looking for the cheerleaders.
You're looking for the. My point exactly.
Why did I say to Didi today? Today, I said to Didi, I said, yo, right, and I'm not gonna say no names, but I said to Didi, I said, yo, D, that's crazy. And she's like, what you mean by that? I was like, yo, I'm the one that hired that person. Why did they go talk to somebody else about the job situation and not me? Why would they go talk to somebody that got hired like they got hired? Why wouldn't they come to me and talk to me? Like whoever you talking to, I promise you, they ain't making no decisions.
Right.
I'm making a decision. Maul, I'm not angry, Maul. I wasn't none of that. I was confused. I was like, but you just answered it, Maul. Like literally you answered in the beginning. And if this is you, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it again. You talked about Maul the cheerleader. So I was like, oh, they calling a cheerleader. They not really trying to solve the problem. Oh, I get it. I was confused. I was like, yo, why you call them? What could they possibly say?
You got your E. You got your E.
I was just confused. I was literally confused because I was like, yo, you have a legitimate challenge. Like you got a legitimate challenge. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, I feel you. You have a legitimate challenge. You work for a company and you're not satisfied. I'm like, yo, I feel you 100%. And you know I'm a flight attendant. So see, I'm all about the experience. You feel me? I'm all about morale. I'm like, let's go. As a matter of fact, I heard the other day, somebody was like, yo, we missing something. I was like, oh no, that's my fault. Let me fix it. Sent it out to everybody. I'm like, yo, we gonna get this right. I want to make sure you're happy. But I was like, yo, why did you call? Let me tell you something. I was totally confused, like literally. I was trying to go back in my brain, and Didi couldn't help me because she's like, I don't know. I'm direct. I would come straight to you. So she's not helping me, Maul. But you just helped me, Maul. And I want y'all to hear it. You can't solve something you're not trying to solve. You can't solve something you're not trying to solve.
Or you're not aware of the fact that it needs solving.
Well, come on, see, you got
aware. That's why you calling other people.
I just told you though. Your mind. No, I'm just telling you. Your mind start to think. Your mind starts to go. They are wrong. They need the help. I'm telling you. Once you get it confirmed, listen. Most people value confirmation over correction.
Yeah. Ooh.
Most people.
Turn the green light up. Turn the green light up.
Listen, I told you I'm just warming up for my own podcast.
Let's go.
I'm done with y'all. I'm done
He
with
gonna
y'all.
have a post on his wall with his picture on it.
This
Resonance.
turn this whole wall
One of the new podcasts is CJ's own podcast.
Most people value confirmation over correction.
Yeah.
So let me give you an example. 2 investor call, or somebody asking us to invest. Carl was on one. Maul too big time to get on one. He already a trillionaire, so he ain't got time.
Hey, man, I'm just flying a plane, bro. I'm a pilot. I'm flying a plane over here. I'm flying a couple jets right now.
But I'm just being real. There was 2 different situations, right? So let me show you how this worked out. So the first investment meeting, the dude was pitching his product, service, whatever. And like I noticed there was a couple other people on the call, right? And I noticed when somebody pushed back on something or just asked them to further elaborate, or did they think about this, there was a defense in their tone. Like, oh, no. Because no. And I was like, and everybody was kind of like, okay, like, we're not going to really give out no suggestions, or, you know what I mean? Like, cool. You seem to have it all figured out, because people like, yo, have you thought about, and and again, it wasn't yeah, we thought through it. It was a, how dare you, like, question my baby. On the other one, Carl, I believe you were on.
Yeah.
The one you were on, Carl, my man was super receptive.
Every thought. Oh, bro, that's a good one. My man was taking notes.
Taking notes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Carl. I know you had to jump off a little early. You had to meet with Candace. Bruh, we got to the end of that joint. My man was like, we was like, all right, man, love what you're doing. You know, we'll be back in touch, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? My man was like, hold on. If everybody just got another 3-5 minutes, I want to know what y'all thought of this. Like, give me your honest to God feedback. Like, I need to tighten up my presentation, my pitch. Can y'all let me know any feedback y'all got?
He was looking for a
Said,
coach. Yeah.
Man, he was looking for correction, not confirmation.
Exactly.
And guess what? His next pitch is going to be that much better because he took the time to get it. But because you're always looking for confirmation, you have no room to grow. And that's, again, that's what is it called? A fixed mindset, E?
Fixed mindset.
You have a fixed mindset. And so one of the things, the danger zone becomes when you start to see it and believe it in your own head to the point where it becomes fact. Again, these people, Maul, the police who went and looked at that scene, they wasn't trying to give the wrong information. This is what they genuinely thought. And so, E, what I'm telling you is, my man who got divorced 3 times, he gonna sit there, if you ask him, and tell you every single one of them and why they was crazy and why he had to leave and why he wasn't. And guess what? If he calls his confirmation coach, right? Some of y'all got confirmation coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Just gonna cut it off. We cut it off. Podcast through. We through.
You got your confirmation coach. They just rubbing your shoulder.
And they free. See, you don't have to pay nothing for the confirmation coach.
You know you right? You know she tripping. You know you ain't never did nothing wrong, right?
Telling you what you want to hear.
And let me tell you something. Once they do that, boom, it's over forever. It's sealed in your mind. There's nothing you could do to open up somebody's mind from there. So I guess, the
That's
question
dangerous,
is now,
man.
for those individuals who have already had their confirmation coach confirm what they already wanted confirmed, how can you break away from that? And those of you, listen, if you out there and you going, man, is that me? Ask yourself a few questions.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, go for it.
Here go your survey, your inventory. Are you defensive about feedback? When people give you feedback, do you feel offended? Right? Do you feel does it make you tingle inside? Do you constantly search for people who are going to confirm your thoughts and beliefs and not ask you or challenge you on anything? Are you surrounded by other people who also don't want feedback? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Some of y'all,
club. Glee club.
Y'all got a confirmation club.
Oh,
Come on.
oh.
Hey,
C squared.
yeah.
Killing it with the C's today,
Roxanne,
C.
turn on the green light. Saying,
C,
turn on
killing
the
it with
green
the
light.
C's today,
Listen,
dog.
All the C's.
Listen, I'm not. I'm carrying y'all with the new background, the old background. I'm gonna carry this pot as
All
far as
things
y'all.
are passed away.
But you got your confirmation club. So look around and just ask, when is the last time you gave somebody feedback? You probably ain't did it either. So if you never gave nobody no feedback,
ooh, that's a new revelation.
come on, man.
Ooh.
I'm here to do a podcast, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I'm here
We
to do
couldn't tell in the first 15 minutes.
I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? A boss is a role that I've grown into. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, E.
See-
No, I'm saying
let's
somebody.
go around. Let's go
Yeah,
around.
no, I'm saying
Go
I want
around.
somebody to speak to the.
Let's keep talking to the characteristics, Carl. I got one. Yeah, I got one, Carl. So I'll let you go first because I don't want to steal yours. You
I
got
was just
one.
what I'm hearing. See, is your brain, your life is run on the questions that you ask. That's what I'm hearing. So if you are used to asking why, what, whatever, like write down the questions that you're used to asking. And then I heard somebody say recently, don't ask why or don't ask what, but ask how. So like, let's just try to use a different question. Let's try to start switching the question up. And see, just gave it to y'all. I don't want to take none from that.
No, you
but
got
like,
it.
again, the whole thing is your life is the sum of the questions that you have asked. So if you're constantly asking the wrong questions, you're getting the wrong answers and you're getting the wrong results. That's the bottom line of it. So yeah, that's good, see.
Yeah. So for me, see, the first thing that came to my mind when you said it was, I'm always shifting the blame on somebody else.
No doubt.
Like off the cuff, I go into it, Ma. It's got to be you. It's no way possible it could be me. It's no way. So one, I shift it to you, right? So number two, I forgot what I just said. Number one was. I hope this ain't the same one.
Blame.
The responsibility. Good. The responsibility is on. Man, I always want to, because of who C is and how he starts the podcast, I kind of be like, sometimes I might have something and I'm like, don't go there because you might mess the whole thing up. But this is a blessing, see, because I got to come back to it. Matter of fact, I was practicing in the car when I was driving. Didi was like, who you talking to? I was like, I'm doing the podcast, right? But this one is important, right? I owe Didi and I owe you an apology. And I wanted to start the podcast.
Hold on, let me get adjusted. Let me get adjusted, Ma. You know what I'm saying? Carl, this recording, right?
We recording.
Make sure you record.
I've been chastised for years.
Oh no! Tell Candace to come in here and watch. Tell Candace and the family to come on.
Try.
Well, they can watch the recording, right? But I literally, and what brought it on was LaShawna called me. Right. And here's the third one. We'll come back. But when people call you and they are self-correcting, how do you respond to the self-correcting? So when she called and she self-correct, Ma, I wasn't listening to LaShawna only. I was like, ooh, LaShawna just called you and self-correct. This might be a self-correcting time. You feel me? I just felt like, maybe since she calling me and self-correcting, maybe God it's self-correcting time, right? So LaShawna called me and was like, I've sinned. And I didn't know it was a sin. And I was like, oh, how you didn't know it was a sin? She's like, because I ain't never really seen it in the Bible as a sin. I was like, oh, okay, well, what is it? She was like, being partial is a sin. She said, I've been partial. So
Hey, get to the apology. You know what I'm saying?
give me some time, Maul.
This is all cute, right?
You know what I'm saying, Maul? Give me some time. It took me a minute to muster up the strength to
I'm
do
sitting
this.
here like, let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
It took me a minute. So when she said it, I was like, thinking it through, and I was like, yep, I got it. I got her. It's on that same thing. I got it. And I was like, Dee, CJ, I apologize for asking you, because of our relationship and our friendship, for asking you to do the dirty work that God told me to do. I was like, I apologize. Like, I got to tell him I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because when you running with a pilot and you say to a pilot that loves you and respect you, like, and I've been doing it to C since California. You know what I'm saying? Since Cali popped off, I was like, I ain't really trying to deal with that confrontation like that. Go ahead and knock it out for me. CNC was like, I got you. And I heard God say to me, like, you killing them. Like, you're literally putting weight on them that does not belong to them. And just because they love you and they care for you, you can't keep, and I ain't gonna say, I just want to show the example. I'm not saying I'm starting no fights, but I'm saying getting into fights and then backing off, like, C, my man, and C like, C ain't even like sitting down and going, okay, what's going on? And I'm telling you, I did it to Dee the other day, service worker, was at the crib. And there was something that was going on, Maul.
It's a different one, E. Do we have 2 service rages in the same week?
I wish I would have had rage. I punked out. My man was like, that's the problem. Oh, we gonna fix it. Diddy was like, no, you're not. You're not about to piecemeal. You about to do this whole thing over. And I felt more. Look, here go number 4 or 5. When you feel some kind of way about confrontation, like when you feel some type of way, just acknowledge it. Like, don't trip, but just be like, I felt it. Like, no, he did. No, she didn't tell my man. I'm like, Dee, do you understand that? You asking. And I saw my wife, Maul, kind of get pissed, like, I'm going to do it, but as a wife, I shouldn't even have to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to somebody out there. I'm talking to some husband out there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you are, a grown man that live with your mama. You know what I'm saying? But I saw my wife like, I got it. But I saw her disappointment more like, I got your back. When you gonna get mine in this situation? Like, do I always got to be the one? And so there was something that happened recently, Ma, and I just stepped up like, no, LaShawna, I got it. Like, no, don't call CJ. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nope, don't do CJ like that. I got it. These are my fights. You feel me? These belong to me. God has given these to me because when I do it, it's going like, and it was funny because we was doing a professional development and I was listening to the lady, Dr. Brown, doing the professional development. And she was like, okay, I see what the problem is. Okay, E, you do this, but then LaShawna, you do this. And so they're hearing, like they're being brought in by the shepherd, but then they got the, you know what I'm saying? They got the, so what I heard was, Ma, in certain situations, you got CJ saying something or so-and-so saying something. The reason why the person is hurt is because it should have come from me. You feel me? C ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like flat out, C ain't me. So but the correction should have happened, Ma, but it shouldn't have happened from somebody else. It should have happened from me. You feel me? And I heard it. I'm like, I got it, LaShawna. I hear what you saying, but I also heard what you said and I heard what she said. So I'm apologizing and moving forward. God was like, you're not stupid. You're not dumb. You know when this your correction. Don't pass it off no more. Don't. If you are one of the franchise players, look. And I told one of my players this. I said to my player, like, I know that this other player is a franchise player. It's not fair that they always got to put up the 30 and the 40 and the 50. It's not fair. Everybody professional. Everybody getting paid. Everybody on the squad. Why is the load on this person? Why can't you take some responsibility? Why you keep passing the ball? Don't do that. And so I heard God, as I was coaching them, I heard God talking to me, Ma, don't pass the rock to C. Just because C gonna take the rock and he gonna, whatever, y'all trying to go to the final. He gonna be burnt out by the time y'all get to the finals. It's gonna kill him. And so even there are times that even C may have had to go, and sometimes people will be pissed, C, about certain things. What you pissed for? You created it. So it might have been times where Ma, he had to come to you, or he had to go to Josh because I wouldn't step up in that role for him. So it's like, yo, at some point, I can't, like, I know what the vision is, but I can't do this all by myself. So then I can't be pissed, Maul, if he going to you or he going to Josh because I'm putting everything on him. Now he needs somebody to help him carry that weight. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And so there are people who gotten, what's the word I'm looking for? You got traded and you pissed. I'm not just talking about sport. You got traded in life and you pissed. My man got traded. That's what he said, Maul. He said, yo, me and my man started when it was at this, but I had this burden and I just checked out. And I had this burden and I just checked out. And he said, well, I checked out one time and came back. I couldn't check back in. Yeah, he's like, I came back. I couldn't check back in. My man was like, yo, I gave you that one. Right? But the company still got to move on. So,
and the crazy thing is, those who check out want the same benefits as those who stayed checked in.
No question. Yeah, so that's it for me. But I just realized, like, yo, E, man, for real, you have to, you got to get the Carfax. And I'm just being real. For me, Maul, I didn't want to get the Carfax because I had already made up my mind that I wanted that car.
Yeah,
I already made up in my mind I wanted that Joker, Maul. So I should have did the fact check before I got emotionally involved. But I got emotionally involved. I'm driving that Joker first. I'm turning the sound system in that Joker up first.
You taking selfies.
You feel me, Maul? And so then I get the fact check at the very end when I've already made the decision. I'm already, listen to the word I'm giving you. I was already emotionally attached. So it's difficult when you're emotionally attached to get the facts and let the facts override the emotions. It ain't, I promise you, it don't work like that. Once you get emotionally involved into a thing, bruh, you gotta be a strong individual to change your mind. What you need to do when you go to the lot is before you even get going, you're like, oh, that car right there. When my man go, you interested in that one? Don't let him give you the keys. Don't let my man trick you into giving you the keys and telling you, go take a joyride. Go ahead and take as much time as you like. Don't let him do that. As soon as you say, hey, man, he say to you, you like that car right there? And I go, yep. The very first thing you should say is, let me get the Carfax on that boy. Flat out. Don't get in it. Don't smell it. They already more got the smell boy in there. They didn't.
37 accidents.
Bruh, I got one car my friend got. It was in a flood somewhere and didn't find out that after they bought it was in the flood, bruh.
Bruh, E, I remember, I'm talking about college days. I used to hang with Tony Dean a lot. And see, Tony was this dude he was into cars. His dad was a mechanic, so he didn't mind buying, whatever. But the one lesson Tony taught me, we drove, bro, like 2.5 hours somewhere to go look at a car.
Yeah.
And he told me before I got out the car, we are going to walk away from this if it's not right. Like we pulled up, bro, we drove 2.5 hours. Everything checked out online, my man. We talked, he was cool. We had the money and we pulled up and he looked at me and said, like, you don't say a word like you want this car. I will turn around and drive 2.5 hours back if it doesn't check what I'm saying. And bruh, we turned around and drove 2.5 hours back because I don't remember what it was, but it was something little that Tony saw. He's like, oh, what happened there? And my man was kind of fumbling with the answer. And Tony was like, man, appreciate your time. I'll talk to you later. And we left. And bro, I remember that day, like, yo, it's no way I was driving 2.5 hours mall and not coming back with a car. It wasn't possible. Bro, that's 2.5 hours and then come back. That's 5 hours. I'm coming back with a car. He taught me that day. No. You coming back with everything that you went with and you coming back with what you need. And that is the ability to make the right decision. That's what you coming back with. And that changed everything for me.
But E, what you talking about, dog, how you just broke that down, I'm telling you, you just explained to me the reason why I love real estate so much. Because you can check. The reason why not only that I love real estate, that I've been successful in real estate. I've never lost on one deal over the last 21 years now is because before I purchased every property, and Carl and C can, they've seen it happen.
All about the numbers.
It's all about the numbers. I'm checking the facts on it before I get emotionally attached to the property. But you get the people that fail in real estate. The first thing, if I get anybody who had any kind of horror story with real estate, I just start asking them questions about the numbers, and they can't even tell me the numbers. They can't tell me the facts. Instead, they tell me about how the house was beautiful. It was on the best neighborhood. It was just, man, it had landscaping. It was just, man, it was just so large. but they can't tell me nothing about the numbers. And the numbers is what actually tells you if it's a great buy or not. And that same thing in a person's life. What's them facts? Them facts are going to tell you if you're going to be successful. Them facts are going to tell you, and if you don't ever deal with those facts, then you'll never become successful. So you got to check your own Carfax and then figure out what is it that I'm doing or I need to do in order to become this person in life. And, so, no, great point,
crazy,
bro.
But also, Mo, you said it, you don't get romantically involved. In the decision prior to knowing the facts. And so, again, we walking through properties and Maul like, this, man, you smell that? I'm like, man, smell like rat manure in here. You know what I'm saying? And Maul like, nah, this, I get it. So Maul is not only doing that, he could care less about the outside aesthetics, right? And so I'm trying to, again, hopefully my homie don't kill me. I had a homie who, quite frankly, he got an ugly divorce. And I promise y'all, I'm not playing. And I listen, I was in the wedding, okay? And I was a little younger. It was against my will. Not against my will, but I didn't want to do it.
You didn't want to do it.
You feel me? So, because I tried to tell him, dog, do me a favor, dog. Like, y'all done, mind you, y'all ever know the couple that they got engaged and called it off and on 16 times before they actually got married? To me, that's just your sign right there. I'm not saying you got to leave her. We got to pull back.
A lot.
Pull it back. You done canceled this joint 10 times. I done rented my tux. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and I was young. Like, I don't give people relationship advice no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my thing. Because, again, most people don't want it. You know what I'm saying? They just want to confirm what they already know. Bro, I sat there and told him a million times back then, dog, I don't think this is a good idea, bro. Whatever. And he was, man, we good. Got married and it ended up costing him a fortune. But he said it. You already got your mind made up. And that's a dangerous place to be when you already have your own. Listen, the crazy thing is they got the Carfax. They just their own Carfax.
I don't want to read it.
You don't got the real Carfax. You got your own that you made up in your head. And I'm telling you, man, when you get to that point, it's dangerous
and that your homie
nobody can help you.
He said it. That your homie co-signed.
Your confirmation coach.
Hey, you going to Uncle Milton for confirmation.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle, like, get that joint. Marry her, dog. She fine, dog. Marry her. Yup. No, it's unbelievable, man. E, what you texting us?
Yeah, Didi called me and said, you want me to make this taco for you? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to go, y'all. Didi on that level, making dinner, Maul.
So they taco too?
Hold on. Tell Dilcy, don't tell her for real, just while we on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? How she going? You told her you had I'm going to need to start putting his foot down. He told Didi, I got a 5:30. He said, I got a 5:30. Then he texting us at Nordstrom's. I'm saying, what you doing at Nordstrom's?
At 5:29.
Hey, C giving you the wrong confirmation, bro. He trying to give you the confirmation. He's going to get you killed.
What's so cool, though? Hey, you know what's so cool, though, Maul? Like, I had told D, I was like, yeah, we're going to do the podcast at 2:30, right? So, we left to go do the lights, right? I already knew she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already knowing she ain't going to rush, right? So we got out of the lighting place. I was like, first of all, Maul, I was like, yo, we just drove 30. And we got there and Didi was like looking on Wayfair on the phone. I was like, we just drove 30. But I'm on what Carl was on. It ain't no way we didn't drove 30 twice to this place and we ain't about to just grab the lights out this joker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's the, but again, being emotional, being fast. So I'm like, yo, whatever. So Didi was like, and Didi was looking at the lights in the store in front of my man. I'm like, nah, I think that's wrong. Like, you're in my man's store looking at these lights and they don't have the lights. But anyway, we leave, Maul. I'm geeked. I'm like, I'm about to text C. Like, we just left. We gonna get to the crib and I'm at 15 minutes over. So we get in the whip. And so Didi was like, I gotta go to Nordstrom's. I'm like, oh, okay, right. All right. She's like, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it had nothing to do with that, but she was just telling me because, she like to inform me. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go in and return this. You want me to get you another pair? I'm like, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I don't need another pair. Just return that stuff, right? She in there for about 30, easy, right? Then she called me, I'm online, whatever. Then she like, I was racial profile. I'm about to talk to the manager. What you think? I was like, no, don't say nothing to the manager about it. I hear her. I need to talk to a manager. I was like, I just thought I told you. She got in the car. I was like, I thought I told you that you don't need to talk to a manager. And I don't know if she didn't need to talk to a manager. I'll try to hurry up and get to the podcast. I'm not really sure which one was which. I don't know if I was giving her sound counsel or not. But I was just like, yo, I don't think they about to change the story because you about to say something, right?
But that's crazy though. She caught your karma from you racially profiling somebody earlier.
Right. So, so she got in the car and I was like, Didi, I thought I told you not to say nothing to the president. She said, I thought you told me to go for it. Okay, whatever, right? So then we driving, Ma.
Hey, Ma, she heard the evidence she wanted to hear.
Yeah. No question. Here's the funny though part, Ma. We driving to the crib. She say, what time was the podcast?
About that little podcast thing y'all got. What time is?
What time is that? I was like, well, that was at 2:30. She's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Ma, she was like, oh, okay. Like, okay. So I was like, see, I think I'm on my way to the crib, bro.
To Didi's defense, you know, can you imagine how many times E got stuff going on throughout a day, bro? It don't never
Couldn't
stop.
imagine.
So Didi, like, I'm not about to try to cater my day around that foolishness.
Not at all.
Well, let's shout out to Organifi, our superfood green juice powder sponsoring this podcast, man. Big shout out to them. ORGANIFI.com, promo code SUCCESS. All right. Go check them out and get that discount. All right. Also, man, Make Real Estate Real is doing some incredible things, man. We love, the down payment assistance program is in full effect, man. If you're not in Make Real Estate Real, if you haven't gone through the course, you're missing out. Man, Ma, you just had a young man on the live last night. Bruh, 10 properties, dog. This
10
man
properties.
done bought 10. This
10
dude
properties in
literally-
like a year's time, bro. In a year's time.
in a year's
Jonathan
time going through
McClung.
Make Real Estate Real.
Yep.
Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan. Bought 10 properties. Oh, bruh. I'm talking about
Real
full
He was
confirmation.
only, I mean, he's 27 now, but he was only like 26 when he was doing all this, man.
Bruh, 10 properties.
Execution.
And literally just went online and took Make Real Estate Real and has now changed his family's fortunes forever. So make sure you go to makerealestatereal.com. Check that out. Solo Creative Pro. What's
Yes,
happening
sir.
your way, dog? Besides,
Hey.
hey, y'all stop buying car courses. Too many taxes. No, I'm just kidding.
Ma, I made it. I saw a couple attorneys that I know signed up for the course. And then I saw some college friends, bro. I ain't been in college since 1999. I saw some college friends signing up for it. So we just launched this is our 5th iteration of it, man. And we still rocking it strong. So listen, I talked to the team and a lot of
sign
people.
up for this.
Huh? Oh, come on, E. Come
So
on.
I could look like CJ.
I signed up.
Watch it. I talked to the team, and what we're going to do is try to do it more often because we got people literally waiting 21 days to get in. So you missed this one, and you got to wait 21 days. So just stand by, y'all. We're going to be releasing it more often. So for real, you ain't got to worry about any kind of video being comfortable. We take care of that for you. Just sign up, and we got y'all.
Love it. E, what's going on with 120, dog? Besides me getting in there throwing, I'm talking about.
Yeah, y'all had a session out of this world last week.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no. But the one C did before that one, when he showed that video, I ain't going to give it away. But when he showed that scene from the video, Ma, I was like, this before the green. So the green now, it's unbelievable. He the GOAT now. He got the green. He the GOAT now.
Hey, I was shocked, bro. When I was on with C, I was like a wide receiver, dog, that just, I mean, he was putting the ball just, I was like,
right
I
there.
couldn't miss.
Hey, I will say this, though, 120series.com, people been hitting me up like, E, bruh, you doing the weekends, you got somebody on Sunday, you doing Monday, you all got the Wednesday. They was like, yo, we've never been to a conference with this much content, and all of the big dogs are on. I was on with C, I was on with Solo, I was on with Carl. Carl would be like, E, I'm good. I don't need you all. I'm like, all right, I'm just in case. You feel me? He's like, no, I put the bags on. Go, I'm good. I got you. So the content is unbelievable. We got 3 women coming up. Priscilla, who is like the GOAT when it comes to, what is it, Carl? All the Christian movies.
All them Christian movies.
Christian movies. Yeah, that she the GOAT, speaker, Rachel Holmes, the GOAT, probably one of the top white female motivational speakers in the world, GOAT, and then of course, Sherry Riley, the GOAT.
Yeah, she did a great job. Incredible job. Good job.
We're telling y'all, we still got I mean, more. I think we go all the way into like the middle of April, and then you can get all the replays. And when I tell you, man, it's some practical stuff. Then of course there's other bonuses you get for signing up. So yeah, do me a huge favor, sign up. What's the focus? Yo, I just realized when C told me, you got to reverse engineer your success. And I was just like, yo, when I wasn't successful, C, I had ideas with no completion. Right. When I became successful, I finished what I started. But I realized that there were some real challenges just naturally to me starting and stopping. And once I realized what those challenges were, anything I put my hands on, I was telling CJ today, and C couldn't believe it, Mo. I can't say the number, but I was just like, yo, I told him how blessed the church was, and he was like, what? I was like, yo, we learn how to do it over here. Once you learn how to ride a bike, bro,
no matter which bike you get.
Don't matter if it's a 10-speed, a mountain bike, you know what I'm saying, a speed bike, mongoose swing, it don't matter. So I was just so excited that even in God's house, we're able to bless God but what happened? I reverse engineer what happened with ETA, and I just did it with the church, you know? So, 120series.com, I'm talking about a minimal fee to get all of us, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis and get the replays.
Yep, and as always, join us on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at A Place to Change Ministries. You can find us on Facebook, man. We popping. I remember, man, when A Place to Change was just a twinkle in E's eye. You know what I'm saying? Just a tingle in his eye. And now, man, to see it grow.
Now he's burning.
Yeah, it's right. Hey, it's crazy, man. E and I have been on the phone with Leslie, and we just been getting E's. Oh, am I allowed to say that, Chet? Uh-oh.
You just said it.
We gotta
you know what killed me though, Ma? Hey, what's killed me more? No, but what killed me more is like, don't say that. But who's watching the watcher, Ma?
Oh, who's watching
the watcher?
Yes.
Hey, listen, when your background look like mine, you answer to nobody.
Hey, to attract a savage, you got to become a savage.
I don't know why Ma look all blurry to me now. You know what I'm saying?
That's because I don't have a camera, y'all. I tell you, bro.
I got to get Ma right, dog. You look ashy. Like you ain't put on no lotion
That's
today.
all right, because they got their little cameras. You know, C keep getting me. You know, I mess around and have Tyler Perry over here.
Oh, I promise
us.
you.
Hey, Ma muscles is going to be glistening when that.
I'm about to build a podcast room like no other.
Oh, my God. Why did I even say anything?
Hardball Studios in that joint.
Why did I even say anything? Y'all made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying?
Said till you do right by Ma, ain't nothing good going to happen to you.
Man. All right, man. I thought I was
you said
something.
Leslie, but you didn't go anywhere
Oh,
with it.
yeah. No, we're working on a very big project, which has caused me and E to have to reminisce quite a bit. Yeah, I'm thinking of stories. I'm like, bro, we telling stories, Carl, that E was like, I said something the other day. He almost threw the phone. Was like, yo, I promise you, I forgot all about that. So maybe we could start sharing.
Listen to me. We going so deep, I had to call spiritual mentors and ask, should I talk about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that might be breaking the code. And he was like, young man.
Oh, well, Harry and Meghan did it. You know what I'm saying? Harry and Meghan did it. So I'm figuring.
Crazy.
The code
if
is
Harry
all
and
out.
Meghan.
Yeah, but the queen put out a PSA immediately after.
Oh, did she? What'd she say?
I ain't see it. What she said?
I'll smack both of y'all. I'll smack both of y'all.
Disappointed.
What, well, okay.
No, the racial boy. She's just talking about the racial boy. Like y'all might have misinterpreted.
Of course.
That part.
Yeah, it's a lot of misinterpreting. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of misinterpreting. But I did sit back with my wife and watch. Everybody was talking about that joint. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about it, and then he called me, was like going off about it. I said, I'm gonna have to sit down and watch it. So I sat down and watched it. Yeah, I don't think we need to give our thoughts here because
not right now.
It's not. That's not that. We don't do that type of podcast. I see everybody. I don't read the comments, but y'all leave a lot of comments asking us to talk about a lot of current affairs stuff. We don't do it on purpose. You get that kind of stuff everywhere, so we try to keep it as motivational. What we do, you know what I'm saying? We're not political commentary guys. We're not, when we have to speak on it, we will. But we try to use this as a place where y'all can come and just get away from that. You know what I'm saying? We're very aware of what's going on in the world, We have conversations about it. We out in the community doing stuff about it. But when we use this platform, try to make it something that y'all can come to on a weekly basis and use it as an escape. So hopefully we've helped you to do that over the years, and we're going to continue to do that. That's it for me. Anybody got any last parting words before we get up out of here? Anybody want to see that background one more time? Let me go get my 9 to 5 Millionaire book and get it on display for the third episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it on display. Y'all go leave us a review on the podcast app, please. That's how we get our climbing on the charts and more people find out about us. APOC, again, is on Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. MakeRealEstateReal.com, SoloCreatorPro.com. Y'all go support the fellas, and we'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
I had to learn this very early. I'm just telling you, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your product. Nobody cares how sweet you are. Nobody cares how nice you are. Nobody cares how well you can speak. Nah, you say, see, that first step seemed harsh. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll be in position to succeed.
Every single day, I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
We got Dr. King in the building. Dr. King, Professor King. I'm
Professor
sorry.
King. Professor.
We almost missed the whole podcast.
On my name, youngster.
You know what I'm saying? Volcano Joe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we got
Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on my name. Douglas, what's happening? How's everybody feeling?
Great, man.
My two professors, both of their courses have been accepted at universities. I believe both of them are winding down for the semester for at least a week or two, couple weeks maybe.
At least a week or two.
So why don't y'all tell us how y'all first time as professors? I don't think a lot of people understand. We kind of mentioned it briefly, but E and Jamal both have their courses, Make Real Estate Real. And of course, E has a leadership course, an entrepreneurship course in Lakewood, all accredited courses. And they're professors now. So, you know, half the time me and Carl just sit here staring into space, waiting on them to get done with their office hours. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So why don't you let us laymen in on how it goes behind the curtain?
Hey, I am looking for a teacher's assistant.
Keep looking, buddy.
Nah, it ain't here.
You know what I'm saying, Paul?
It ain't here.
My grounds crew is Paquito.
I tell you, boy, even my dad be watching these podcasts and he'd be like, man, I remember them days you talked about you was about to be retired and you just couldn't wait to retire from the police department.
And I have to work.
And then all of a sudden you meet somebody named CJ and he got you. I promise you, I don't even know what state I'm in sometimes. I don't know the classes I'm teaching, man. I mean,
Guatemala, nigga.
Oh, bro, let me tell you. I don't even know how you done it all these years.
Don't blame all of that on me.
Oh, bro, I don't know how you did it.
Maul, is there a day that you were off? Is there a single day, Maul, that you were free, that you don't have some responsibility? Anyone? Nothing.
No such thing, brother. There's no such thing.
Hey, Mo, I'm glad to have you. It take a little bit of the load off me. I'm glad to have you.
And that's the crazy thing about it, E. As we do this, right now, I was, my whole thing, I've been working for the last 20 years just to be retired and to live my life free. Mm-hmm. In some kind of way, CJ, the one I like to call Obi-Wan Kenobi, for those of you that watch Star Wars, you know, the one who played Jedi mind tricks on people, he has single-handedly has turned my life, his life into my life, and my life into his life. I have witnessed CJ. Look at him. I have witnessed
retired.
him and Candace now
and put Maul to work.
Me and Camille would send CJ all the time and Candace videos of us at restaurants in at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, just having a good time with my bride. But now, Camille and I, our phone dings, and we looking as I'm working, and Camille working, helping me, being a help me, because she see me doing so much. We looking and we see CJ and Candace at restaurants living our life.
Hey, listen, I heard Diddy say, I ain't worked this hard to have to work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worked this hard to have to work.
So CJ,
I worked this hard to have other people do the work for me.
So, hey, CJ has done something E that the police department could never do.
Right.
And that was get Jamal to work.
and cheerfully.
And cheerfully.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And look like he enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
man.
just had to, he changing lives. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big responsibility. Luckily, don't nobody want to hear from me like that. So I just get to go to lunch with my wife and get all the thought leaders and mentors out in the world doing their thing.
Hey, Carl, this the part, man, where I need you to put in that clip from the 5 Heartbeats when Eddie Kane was saying, "How does it feel to be me?"
Hey, speaking of which, we got, I don't even know, Carl, are we allowed to say? I mean, I just want to brag on you, dog.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
Carl,
don't hold it back now.
Yeah, I promise you. I do you got the check with you? I mean,
Not yet. We still in the process. We still in the process.
Okay, got you. Well, let the people know what's going on. Again, and this is, y'all seen the progression. That's what I love about this podcast. This is a family podcast. We really look at y'all as our audience, as y'all grew with us. We've been doing this for 6 years. So a lot of y'all been listening since episode 1. And you've heard Carl go through kind of the ebb and flow of like, yo, I'm on the squad, but I feel like I need to do more, and my confidence, and I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. And man, it was a really cool moment just to take y'all back to Mexico for a minute. So he had this massive suite, right? But outside of his massive suite, oh my bad,
Go again,
you know what I'm saying? Paquito.
Oh, he's so petty. He be bringing up old stuff.
El Grande.
I had the Paquito suite.
Habitación.
And so he had this huge room that took up like the whole side of the building. But then we all, like, the 3 of our little huts was like right next to his, though. You know what I'm saying? We could see him in the distance. As Maul said, he looked up and heard the voice of Jesus raining over him. Hey, that's true. That is true. That's true. Hey, you know what was so funny?
You remember that? I was out there working out, and I heard I was out there working out / praying, and I heard somebody say, Jamal.
Exactly.
Jamal.
Hey, you know,
looked up.
you know what was hilarious too? That he was directly above Maul, but E didn't have no obstructive view, but Maul had all kind of trees. So it was like Maul had an ocean view, but they grew a whole bunch of trees in front, and the E was right above him, just where the tree line stopped.
They cut the top of all the trees.
Hey, so anyway, what was I saying? I forgot. You know what I'm saying?
You were sitting
talking about
outside, outside E's room.
So all I know is I see Carl, and again, Carl tried to tell you his shoulders was up because he walked through that cave. His shoulders were really up because he got that major bag alert. And he came around, Carl usually pretty low key. Before the cat. And Carl usually pretty low key. And he came out the room because Carl was staying, like, it was me, my brother, and then Carl was right next to him. So Carl came out the room and he was beaming. Now I thought, you know what I'm saying, he just
Worship.
Worship.
Oh, come let us adore him.
Rain down on me.
Rain down on me. Rain
Melodies from heaven. Y'all stupid. Hey, this podcast is no longer for kids. We're going to make it at least PG-13. Okay, so if you got little 8-year-olds.
Oh, we singing gospel songs, bro.
Oh, okay.
Just keep PG.
Okay.
We singing gospel songs, bro.
Praise God. Hey, we all married. But anyway, I thought Carl, had maybe, because Carl usually ain't beaming like that. And he had this look on his face, and he had this piece of paper in his hand. And man, Carl, I'll let you take it from there. But anyway, it just so happened to be that E came out his room, Maul came out his room, and we all on the balcony. And yeah, go ahead, take it away, Carl.
Yeah, so let me give the perspective. So obviously you guys know I've been, following Maul's tutelage for the last, 3 years, Maul? We started in 2018. And I'll be real, like Maul has been saying this, he's so consistent, it messes me up. Maul's so consistent. Maul is like, dude, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. If you follow the system, the numbers don't lie. So we have reached the point, and so this is the third building that I have, and I've been in the process of getting tenants. It's completely renovated now. Little knickknacks need to be fixed, but we're getting tenants in there, and I'm looking at the property value, and I'll give the numbers, y'all. We just being transparent because I want people to understand, like, this ain't something where like it was for me and not you, like, and especially for me, y'all know how risk averse I was. But we were into the property all in for $261,000, $261,000. And I got an offer on this property for $425,000. $425,000.
Come on.
So if you do the
How
math.
much you put down? Why don't you break it down?
Then it's up, then it's up, then it's
If
up.
it's up, then it's up. Then it's
this-
up.
How much? Like,
From 427 to 267, 425.
Come on, man.
When it's up, then
I
it's
ain't no
up, then it's up.
mathematician. Go ahead.
Maul,
Maul, what you say?
no, I was just
that-
saying, how much did you put down on the property? I was just
down
asking for the
payment-
people that.
Okay.
So the down payment on this one was $37,000. That was the down payment on this one. And I'm just, so the thing for me, Ma, when I came into this, like, again, I'm thinking your shirt, generational wealth, Ma. I wasn't thinking flipping nothing. I'll just be real. Like, bro, I ain't trying to buy nothing. I'm not into that. I want to make sure that my family's secure. So I'm happy to meet tomorrow. They're good. So, but Maul kept saying the numbers don't lie. Like, don't be driven by your ideals. Like, don't be driven by follow the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So when you get an offer for a property that, bruh, whatever the math is, it's over $100,000. It's a six-figure value, right? You do the numbers, and Maul, just based on the breakdown, I'm looking at bringing a check that's over $100,000 into my home. I've never done that before.
Man.
I've
Come on, man.
Listen to what I'm saying. Nobody in my
100
family. Nobody
Phenomenal
in my
life.
family.
20 band.
Phenomenal
100
life, Maul.
band.
So at Maul, if you just want to
That's
do
just not
straight
even-
math, right? So I
Yeah.
put $37,000 into something. If real estate scares you, I put it into something, and I'm walking away with over $100,000 in my hand. Like, dude, like you can't lose. You can't lose. Was the process perfect? Nope. I had to fix a couple things. Like I said, we still trying to get tenants in there. There's stuff that happened. But I'm like, yo, we followed the system. We stuck to the rule that Maul said. And at the end of this, I can walk away with a six-figure check, Maul. And
I love it.
not to be funny,
I love it.
now, hey, Maul, I'm looking at my other buildings now like, well, what can I get for that one?
Come on, man. And
not-
again, I think, and I think that's the beauty of the process is that you got options.
You got
And Maul
options.
always says the thing that Maul taught us, again, myself included, my family, his family, it depends on where you at and what you want to do and how you want to leverage it. Every situation is not the same. Some people might need a little bit more cash flow. Some people might be like, yo, I'm good. I just want to, whatever. And I think that's the beauty of Make Real Estate Real and how it ends up playing out is you really can't lose. And I thought Maul, when we first met Maul, and I was like, yo, how many deals you lost on though? Because real estate is like a gamble. I'm thinking, again, not educated. I'm thinking it's like, oh, you win some, you lose some. Maul was like, lose? I've never lost. He said losing to me is instead of making 110,000, I made 75,000. And I was like, Mark, come on, that's cap.
I felt like I lost
cap.
30,000. I felt like I was like, oh man, I was supposed to got 100, but I only got
Right.
70. That's a loss.
And I thought when he was saying that, I thought, okay, Mark, you being, a little optimistic over the top, whatever. But Carl, you just said it. It really is a formula. And if you follow it, like no matter how it goes, like literally the worst of the worst happens and you still win. And I think that's the dope thing about Make Real Estate Real. So y'all check out MakeRealEstateReal.com. We just wanted to share that with y'all because it was a great moment between the squad, the other day and, just watching Carl, get to that bag after, again, he was making money and doing his thing, but I had kind of found my outlet, you know what I'm saying? He found his outlet and we all running and Carl was just like, man, and more, similar to what you were able to do with Train and, Carl and, you got everybody else now hustling and getting to it. So it's just a beautiful thing to watch, man. And, we always try to share our successes with y'all. So makerealestatereal.com. All right, now let's go have a podcast because, I need to woosah.
Get the bucket. When it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
It's crazy because
It's about to be one of them.
like the podcast. Let me tell you why the podcast is a blessing. Because when you go through like foolishness, or you got to jam down on folks and like really get after it, it's like, okay, it's at least I get to bring it to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna just be real with y'all. And I don't have nothing planned for the day. I'm just going right off the cuff because Maul called me, and Maul got a little bit more eye than I got. So Maul, you know what I'm saying? He
Maul don't have Maul. The reality is, C got way more eye than you got. C don't activate it. He suppresses his.
Right.
He suppresses his.
That's what it is. Right. Tell him
save it all for the podcast.
His score is actually higher than yours.
Right.
He just
but he want to call me the pink gorilla though. I be out there shaking hands and talking to people. See like, oh, look at this pink gorilla.
No. Carl will tell you that back in the day, C's eye was extremely high.
Out the roof.
Bruh.
Out the roof.
Bruh. But let me tell you something. When that Joker got to hunting, he was like, I'm through. It's a wrap.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Here's what's funny. You're right. But here's the thing. E had to do E in a much nicer way, told me that I play too much. You know what I'm saying? Like back when me and Chris used to run together on the red. Now Chris was like, look.
Chris ain't got no limits.
Right, so let me give y'all a backstory. My college roommate, shout out to my college roommate, CP Chris Powell. He's a comedian to this day. He was like, E, I hear everything you saying to C, but I love playing. So he told him, he was like, he said, Chris, if you that funny, take your stuff to HBO. You remember you said that?
No question.
Bro, I'll call Chris right now. Yeah. I'll call Chris right now, and if he pick up, he gonna tell you. Hold on, let me see if I can get Chris on. Look, hold on, let me tell him not to. Chris cuss a lot, but let me see.
No.
I'm about to. I just thought about that.
Too much.
I just thought about that. I
Chris
swear.
played too much, Maul. Too much.
I'm talking about going off on grown people.
No boundaries.
Let me see if I can get him on.
Yeah, no boundaries.
Couldn't get nothing done at the meetings.
Yeah.
Hey, family. Hey, hold on. I got Chris right here. Hey, you live on the Secret to Success podcast, G.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So don't cuss. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
E.T., Maul, Carl, everybody here. I was just about to say, and I should have asked you if you could say it live on air. If you can't, don't worry about it. We'll edit it out. But you remember when we were in college and me and you was like, I'm talking about a comedic duo. And he was like, yo, y'all play a little too much. And if you're going to keep playing, at least what? What did he tell you?
No, he told me flat out. He was like, cause I think, like your seriousness and your kind of, your discipline, you had already proven that. I hadn't proven that. I was just pure silly. And I was trying to live through that. Everything I hosted, everything I spoke on was all silly. And E.T. was like, man, you clowning for free. And you're not even a clown because clowns get paid. You just clowning. And if you're going to do it, get some money for it. Don't just be you out here, and that stuck with me forever. Like, man, I can't be the funny guy in the office. I can't be the funny guy in class because those aren't the places for it. If you want to be funny, go be where the funny guys is at. Or else you kind of got to shut up about it. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like being 7 feet. You got the ball with you, you dunking. If you're not going to try out, then go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not going to really do it. And, yeah, man, my whole mission since then been to really do it because everybody was always impressed with the funny.
Now, here's the...
Well, how can you monetize that? How can you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your passion, how can it be your life?
Exactly. Now I'm going to say this, and here go, I don't even know if you caught it yet, the dramatic irony of everything. And I literally didn't think about it to this moment. I was like, oh, I got to call Chris. What network did he tell you specifically to go to? We got it on tape. He told you to go to a specific network, and now you in New York doing something. So tell him, please.
Yeah, he told me to go to HBO. At the time, HBO was the standard for
Stand up.
comedy, right? Comedy special. If you got it, go to the HBO.
And you called me the other day and said, what deal did you just get?
I just got to start on roll on an HBO show. I'm an HBO. It's called
let's
Love
go.
Life. Season
That's
2 right
what's
now.
up, Chris.
Okay.
That's what's
Hey.
up.
Go.
Just came out. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Hey, appreciate you. Love you, boy. I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, peace out, everybody.
All right.
Wow.
I didn't even put it together to just now. Bruh, he called me. I told E while we were in Mexico. Chris called me as soon as we got to Mexico and was like, yo, I'm on my way to Brooklyn right now. I just got to start unrolling a show on HBO. I didn't even think about it till we just started talking about it this second. But E told us like, yo, y'all play too much. If you're going to play, get paid for playing and take your stuff to HBO. And because back then, remember Martin and all them was doing stand-ups on
Yeah, they
HBO.
was all
Wasn't no
doing that
Netflix.
stand-up.
Yeah, it wasn't no Netflix. And so Chris literally, shout out to Chris, man. That's my dog, man. That's family. You know, again, we met my freshman year. Before we even got to Michigan State, we met in line at a camp called Magic. You know Magic. And it was Chris, a little short dude. He was my roommate. And I was like, man, we are not about to get along. He was a little pretty boy. He had on Cartier glasses and Ferragamo shoes. I'm a jock with Jordans and sweats on. And man, we hit it off, and that's my dog to this day. But he's out in LA getting busy, man, writing a bunch of shows. Now he's in New York doing this thing with HBO. But I say that to say, E told us, like, yo, you play a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so you got to get some of that play out of you. So I think I was like, okay, I'm going to get a little bit more serious. And Chris was like, all right, I'm going to stay funny and just get paid for it. But I say that to say today, Marlon and I got a call. And this particular individual wanted to raise, right, Marl? I would say that's quantified. And I felt like the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and I felt my blood boil to about 199 degrees. And I swear I'm not trying to berate anybody, and hopefully we can get to something that's very helpful for people. But my problem with this particular individual is you half execute, but you want full payment. I'm gonna try to run this slow so you can understand, because I believe there's people out there. I'm not trying to be funny. You want the $100,000 check that Carl got. You want the $100 million check that Maul got. You want the $100 million check that E got. You want you know what I'm saying? And listen to what I'm trying to say. E, I used to think people didn't want it. No, I'm dead serious. Like, I used to be like, oh, they just ain't really that, they just comfortable living like, no. You want it. But my only problem with this person is I told you in order to get what you needed to get, you needed to do X, Y, and Z. Now, that person wasn't willing to do that. So let me tell you something. Okay, let me explain it to you. I try to say it like this. I offered this person the opportunity. I said, look, here's what we can do. You want to go to the big leagues? I got you. Come on, let's do it. I said, I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to take you off salary. Okay? Like, if you really want to go there, like, let's have a frank conversation. I said, I'm going to take you off salary, and I'm going to give you a chance to hunt. Like, really, I'm saying over here, it's unlimited. I'm just being real. You can make as much as you doggone want to. You can make $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, whatever. But you got to come off salary to do that. This ain't no, like, where we play at ain't no safety net. And I just let them know, like, bro, we put it on the line. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. We put it on the line. And so you can't get the rewards that we get when you're not willing to put it on the line. And by that, I mean invest in yourself. I used to say quit your job or do whatever you need to do. I ain't even saying that no more because Mark showed us you don't got to quit. But I'm saying you need to be willing to put your heart, spirit, and soul into it. So when I got ready to tell that person, all right, cool, I got you. I'm going to show you how to make as much money as you want to make, but you got to come off the salary because that safety net, you can't do both. Now, that person told me, nah, I'm cool on that. I'm saying, like, I'm just being real. They was like, no. No, I want my steady check. So you want your steady check? I said, okay, so here go my problem. You want your steady check. You want to stay where you at because it's comfortable. You want to get paid more. But when I offered you the opportunity to bet on your own self, you wouldn't even bet on you.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
That's a word. No, that's
no.
a word
Listen
right
to
there.
what I'm saying.
And not disrespectful. That's
I promise
a word,
you
though.
it's not.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
word.
saying you don't want to put yourself in position. You don't believe in yourself enough to do it. But you want me to pay you as if, hold on, listen. I was really bugging Carl. I'm like, yo, let me know how you want to do it. Because if you want to, I swear, if you're willing to go all in on yourself, then I'm willing to help you get there. But you can't tell me in one breath, yo, I need to be paid this, and I feel like I'm okay. Well, then why you won't put it on the line yourself and just come off salary and just go? And I want people to understand that there are different levels of compensation for different levels of sacrifice. Most of you think because you're a good person, that's enough to get you paid where you need to get paid at. Y'all heard me tell it last week. I put it on the line. I put a lot on I put my pride, my family, my name, I put my reputation, I put it on the line, and because I bet big, I won big. So guess what? Everybody who was smart enough to put $10,000 on Bitcoin 5 years ago, shout out to my boy Sky. You know what I'm saying? My boy Sky was like, see, you put a whole bunch in Bitcoin. Sky, I'm not putting 50 cents into that backdoor crypto. The name threw me off, E. All I kept thinking was Tales from the Crypt. When they kept saying crypto, I was like, what kind of scam is this? But let me tell you what my boy Sky did. He believed in it and he bet big. And he won big.
Bitcoin at 55,000 now.
Now some of y'all, you still scared to bet on Bitcoin. You still scared to put up 20 bands on it. You still scared to bet on make real estate real. But you want the payoff Carl got. That's how you want to live. Carl's made 100 bands. Easy. You want that life and you want those results, but you don't want to put up the way Carl put up. You want to win like the Bitcoin people won early on, but you don't want to put up like they put up. I told you, everybody calling me now. Oh, I want to work with Toby. Of course you want to work with Toby. Where was you at when we got started and we were sitting in the car and we had to put up a couple dollars to get him going? You didn't want to work with us then. So if you don't want to bet on yourself, don't expect other people to bet on you. If you want to bet on yourself, then you have the opportunity to win big. But I'm tired of people living this illusion of thinking I could just come do the standard everyday operating procedure and I'm going to blow up through osmosis. That's not how it works. You're going to get a salary. I told this person, go to Google, type in the position, and tell me exactly how much somebody in that position gets paid. You may find that you're overpaid.
Oh, no questions asked, you are. Oh, no, if you work for ETA, you overpaid if you work for ETA.
I'm just telling you.
With the perks
No,
and the benefits.
listen to me very closely. Listen to me very closely. If you work for ETA, let me tell you something. You're overpaid. Now, let me tell you why I say that. First of all, salary probably, but let's go here. I don't know no other company that if you want to go home for Christmas, you can. If you want to go home for Thanksgiving, you can. If you want to go home for New Year's, if you can. I don't know no company if you have a tragedy and you want to take off for a couple weeks, month, and get yourself right
years
before you come. Let me tell you something.
Years.
No, bro. Bro, let me tell you something. I was just talking to my wife. Bro, I didn't know this, see?
Mm-hmm.
My wife just told me today, you know Didi from corporate America. Like she be like, I don't know what you doing. She like, you like the Hallmark station. I don't know what you doing. Didi told me, now y'all take a guess. Mom may know this because he's a police officer, so maybe he shouldn't answer it. It's not fair. Do you know if your spouse dies or your mama or your child dies, how many days they give you off at a corporate company?
Like a week, maybe? I don't know.
I was going to say
CP,
like
3 days.
CPD is
3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
3 days, Carl. If your spouse die, you get 3 days.
3 days.
Period, bruh. You get the weekend, bruh. They give you, take the weekend. You get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, y'all, and then bring your butt back in the office like ain't nothing ever happened.
E, can I add to that? Let me add to that.
Wow.
Them with them 3 days, you got to choose between, do you want to use those 3 days when the spouse first died for mental, or do you want to use them 3 days for the funeral?
It's 3 days total.
Bro, it's 3 days. Which when you want to use them 3 days for? So what a lot of people do, that's why they make the funeral like on a weekend on a Saturday so that they can just tie the 3 days into the weekend. Bro, it's a whole system too.
So I'm just saying, I just know as a CEO, I'm already knowing I'm already knowing, see, the benefits, bruh, I promise you. It's people taking off 3 days just on the reg, just on some normal stuff. Like I'm about to go, bruh, people taking off Christmas, then Thanksgiving, then when I was working.
And we ain't talking about Christmas
State,
and Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
We're talking about
no, I'm talking about
November and December.
They there for the week.
November and December.
Yeah, no question. I'm just saying, when I was at Michigan State.
Hey, our whole staff about to quit when this podcast come out.
No. I'm just saying, see, when I worked at Michigan State, we had to talk amongst each other and be like, which one you want?
Which one?
Oh, for
I
sure.
want Christmas this year.
Oh, 100%.
All right, I take Thanksgiving. You feel me? I take Thanksgiving. You get Christmas. You feel me? Like we wasn't all getting off. And so I'm telling you, and here's what's so funny. And I don't even have a problem. We do it because I just want to be like, I just want to, that's why we started the company. I'm like, God, I want to do what I think, is best. But here's what I think is hilarious. I think what's funny is some of us forget when we worked for what you would call the man, we forgot how they treated us, bruh. And then we come over here and we act like, you know what I'm saying? Like you would never, when you work for them, you would never try to pull that foolishness off.
You wouldn't even take no phone call. My girl used to answer the phone like this. Hello. I used to be like, yo, is you on where is you at? Like she would answer the phone and literally be whispering. I'm like, babe, what's up? Hey, what time you trying to? I'll call you right back. I'm saying, are y'all in a church? You can't talk like I'm your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like I need 2 minutes of your time.
You can't
get got over the ETA. I'm done.
Hey, and Maul, there's nothing wrong with that. We designed the company to do that. But here's what happens. When you're not disciplined enough to go, yo, I work for myself. Like I work for a company that allows me to work for myself. You feel me? Like I have the luxury of working for myself. So I told you I got up at 2:45 this morning. You feel me? Why? Because there's some stuff I need to get done and I can't make no excuse. C hit us up like, yo, we need to get that podcast in. I'm like, all right, this is an off day for the podcast, but let me switch my stuff around, get up early, get all the stuff I need to get out so that afterwards I'm like, all right, Didi, I'm good after this point. You feel me? And so I'm not even upset. Like we didn't create this type of situation because we didn't love ourselves and our staff members. We didn't want to create a plantation. We wanted to create a situation where it was like, yo, you can have unlimited money. You should, man, I told my staff, look, Mo, I told the staff in the staff meeting today, I said, listen, I'm going to be very clear with y'all. I would much prefer 4 focused hours than 8 hours where you just active. You just being busy. I said, Ma, it doesn't benefit me. Unfortunately, we eat what we kill. It don't benefit. This ain't no $1 trillion company where you got to be at the desk acting like you busy. It's not like that. Like we work for ourselves. You feel me? I said, so I don't even want you working 8 hours a day, quiet as kept. I would prefer you put in 4 solid hours where you getting a bunch of small, medium wins, and at the end of the month, they turn into big wins. So I'm not even interested in you working 8 to 10 hours a day. I'm not interested in that. But what I would love is 4 focused hours where you getting up and getting at it and going in and whatever it is you do. So then I also asked today, we did this thing on assets and liabilities, and I was just like, yo, what's your asset to this company? Like, what do you do that makes you indispensable?
Which we only learned, Josh taught us there's only 2 things. You can either generate income or take away stress.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else. Either you take away stress from the big dogs or you generate revenue. It's only 2 ways to keep
big dogs.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or for yourself. That's what I told this. Okay, so then, Maul, and tell me if I'm lying, Maul. I literally said, You can make as much money as you want to make, and I'm here to help in that. But not like this. And so, Mar, you tell me if I said if I missed anything.
You hit it right on the head. I even jumped in and was like, look, I want you to know we are here for you. Like, we want you to succeed. We need you to succeed. You know, but
we do.
Sometimes, man, and I'm starting to wonder, man, I think I might do a study on this, man. I think that, man, these jobs, man, a lot of times have messed us up mentally, you know, because a lot of companies just, you know, they just take care of you, and no matter what you do, you're going to get paid. No matter what you do, man. You know, I talked about before, see, where in the police department, we had that box. You know, this is before we had direct deposit, we had that paycheck box. And everybody paychecks was just being there. And sometimes I would, because it's alphabetical order, so I would just scroll through the checks, see? And when I scroll through the checks, I promise you, everybody check was probably only a difference of maybe $200. You had some people that was locking people up. You had some people that was getting shot at. You had certain officers that wasn't doing nothing but at Dunkin' Donuts every day. And everybody pay was about the same, you know? And so I just think, man, that some kind of way, like the mentality, and it's not that people are not scared to do a course or anything like that. See, I think they just scared to just really bet on them. I just got through talking about this in my Lakewood class. I was just letting the students know, like, hey, you got all of, I was like, if you could imagine this like a ride, I have driven you as far as I can take you. I have literally, this was the last class, and I was like, I have taken you as far as I can take you. I'm the conductor. I can't take you. That's right good. Over there on the other side of this river, though, is your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, everything you want to do in life. I have taken you to the last stop. Now it's on you. Now it's on you to get to that other side. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit here and talk
I blame America.
Oh, bro, you're going to talk about America, the ride to get to this point? You're going to sit up and just talk about how, you know, they did this, it was bumpy, blah, or you're going to go ahead now and execute and get to the other side, man. So, you know, that belief piece is different.
The scary part for me, Maul, I think what people not realizing is the same person that's asking you for a raise now also has the power to take that raise away. So, like, for real, what are you winning? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're still putting your entire existence on somebody else's decision. Your entire existence, like your family, everything. And again, to your point, like, that's just kind of the way we've been wired, educated, brainwashed, whatever. Yeah. But like, I read a quote the other day that said, don't have your backbone, like, what is it? Don't substitute a wishbone for a backbone. And it's just like, yo, and this is, again, y'all watching the transformation for me. Like, I really want to see my wife smile the way she smiles when we in other countries. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When she not on Zoom from 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I want to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Didi told us about that.
And Didi talked about that last week. Like, for real, like, that's exciting to me. So for me, when I think about getting a raise, it's like, that's cool. But like, I'm looking for something so long-term, and again, we talk about legacy all the time. Like, I'm looking for something so long-term that it outlives me. So if my whole existence is based on the raise that you give me, man, sweet, you got me a 5G raise. Oh, that's dope. But when I die, it's still gone. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, then it's not relevant for me. Like, I want everything that I do. And I'm biting all off your.
I blame America.
I'm biting all off your content, Maul.
But I blame America.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, Maul, like, everything I do, I want to outlive me. That's just Maul. Like, I'm not gonna take no credit. That's Maul. It's gotta outlive me if I'm putting energy into it. It's gotta outlive me.
And at the same time, man, like I always said, I never waited. Man, you know how many, look, a police officer that I know when I was in Guatemala, you know, of course, I get messages all the time now about people passing away. This police officer guy of mine, real cool guy, he talked to me maybe about 2 months ago about wanting to start real estate. Just got a message just the other day that he passed away. I promise you, man, if I get another story like that, I don't know what to do, man. Like, when are you going to step up and really take control of your life? Stop looking for promotion. And my man was sweet on the police department. He the type of person that you would call. I would call if I needed the police to come. He the type of guy who would want to show up to my house. But he was trying to get promoted. And it's crazy that, and I'm telling everybody that's listening to me right now, when you really understand what we're talking about, you're going to understand that promotion comes from within. You already got the power to promote yourself and what you want to do in life.
I blame America.
Yeah. But you're waiting on other people to
blame America.
You wait on other people to promote
get it
you,
out
man.
Look.
And you willing to take that chance?
Look.
That's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Ma, here's the deal. Here's why I get so agitated when I go on social media and people post, their cars and their watches, and their houses and all that stuff, Ma. I get so frustrated. I blame America. All right? I blame America because what happens in this country is that either people show you stuff that they really don't own, they can't afford it, they living from check to check, or people who really can afford it are putting it up. Here's what I say. Don't show me a picture of your house. Show me the steps to how you got it. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't put that on social media? Why you gotta put up your Range Rover? Why can't you give me the 10 steps, like literally, not the little fake stuff you saying so I could buy your program? You feel me? Not the little social media, what do they call it? Whatever, like the schemes that you're doing to get me to buy your stuff. For real, show me, like, put the steps up. Tell me what, and so that's what I mean when I say I blame America, because people show you
the end result.
They show you the stuff, man, and they get you locked and loaded on the stuff. And then the reason why you ask your boss for a raise is because you thinking, man, if I can get more money. Look, we'll say it again. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna tell you what I was told. I'm about to help you. I'm gonna tell you what I was told when I first started doing business. When I was, in my 20s and as a speaker, somebody said, if you give a man a fish, come on.
Eat for a day.
Let me put it like this to you. I'm gonna redo it like Bush. I'm gonna redo it like Bush. See, I'm about to redo this.
You fool me, you can't
like
get fooled
Bush.
again.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to redo this thing like Bush.
I felt him on that, by the way. I felt you because I always get that confused too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let me say this
I've
to
been
you.
getting confused on that quote too.
If you teach a man how to fish, you turn him into a slave. If you teach a man, if you give a man a fish.
Look, he messed up too.
He told you he was going to do the Bush. He said it.
You can't eat again.
I was like, I'm going to see how you going to remix this one.
I did say it, Carl. Look, you give a man a fish, you turn him into a slave. Right? You teach a man how to fish, he's still dependent upon you. Still dependent upon you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you teach a man how to own his own lake, that's what I was told.
Yeah.
Ma, I wasn't told the fish part. You teach a man how to fish. I was told even when you teach a man how to fish, he's still dependent on you, Ma, because you taught him how to do it, but he still don't have the resources. So that's what a wise man told me, Ma. He said, it ain't no difference between giving a man a fish and teaching a man to fish. Where the real empowerment is if he gets the resources to be able to sell his own doggone
That's
fish.
next level. That's next level, E.
That's what I was taught. So, Ma, when they told me that in my 20s, I was like, oh, no, this is different. No, this is different, which is why, like they said when they first met me, even though we was still working on our own. Like, listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. We had a full-time job at Michigan State University. Whether C was a graduate student or Carl was doing whatever he was doing, they had us working at the university. But I got to be honest, some of the university time was our time. You feel me? And then after we finished work, after 5, we was working. Y'all not hearing me. In my mind, I kept saying, how we gonna get this lake? I'm not interested in you giving me a fish. I'm not interested in you teaching me how to fish. Because you just said it, Ma. They just went through our courses, Ma. It don't necessarily mean every student about to blow up because we taught them entrepreneurship and we taught them make real estate real. It don't mean they about to blow up. But those that are going, okay, y'all gave us the information. Now how can I be independent of you? Where's the lake at? Because if you get the lake, the man was telling me, he said, if you get the lake, Eric, it's fish already in the lake. The fish in the lake. So leave the fish alone. Go find you a body of water that you can buy And now you can have a fish market. You can have fish fry. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do because you have the source. And so what I want to tell those of you who want the car and all the other stuff, let me say this to you. I'm being honest. You may get that, but you may not be able to keep it and have it forever or enjoy it because you work so much. But when you learn how to get your own lake, when you make the lake your focus, when you make the lake your focus and you get the lake, all the other stuff come. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm so mad at myself. We just got Jada her car. She got her own. She got her own. Bruh, she was outside for an hour. I ain't never seen Jada clean no car. She out there, bruh. She out there for an hour, bruh. She had the doors open, all 4 doors open, the music playing. She was getting the rugs out, cleaning that out. She was cleaning her seats out. Bruh, I'm like, what? I ain't never seen you clean my car I've never seen you. But why? She got her own. It's got her name on it. She got the title to it. It's the insurance, Maul. And so what I'm trying to tell y'all is you want what belongs to somebody else. It's not meant for you. It's not even meant for you. Let him who steals steal no more. You trying to say, yo, Maul, go work. And then Maul, I want what's yours. AE, go work. Go Carl, go work. CJ, go work. And let me tell you, those of you who are believers, I'm going to tell you something. You're getting on God's last nerve. Why? Because you're making another human no human should be your source. God is your source. No other human should be your source. A human should only be a resource. They shouldn't be your source. And so now you go into another human. I'm saying let us make money together, not you being you be a dependent of mine. You're not Jalen and Jada. You're not Dee Dee. You're not a dependent of mine. That's not what we setting up. And I'm telling you, if you are a dependent of somebody, I seen it this week, y'all. I can't say no names, but somebody that I'm very close to, the way they treat the people that they work with, I'm like, I ain't trying to be funny, but I wouldn't want to work for you. If that's how you treat me, or you have the right when you get pissed, I'm just being real, Carl, when you get pissed or you get upset, now you have the right to say how my money should look like or what I'm not interested in that. Like, I don't got that with C. I don't got that with Jamal. I don't got that with Carl. Like, we don't live that kind of life. We don't got the kind of life where it's like, oh, see, I'm pissed at you. No, so, yeah, bro, I'm just telling y'all, your mama might have, your papa might have. God bless the child has got his own.
Hey,
I'm sorry, go Carl. Go
no, I was going to say, E, one of the fundamental things, and this is going back, E, your book, Richest Man in Babylon. I want people, if you have not read that book, please read it, because E just talked about not knowing the steps. Like, that book tells you the steps. And it's not a situation where you got to make this amount. My man says, I don't care what amount you make. Here are the steps. And he gives 3 steps. But one of them that I want people to understand, he said your wants, your needs, they rise to the level of your income. So it don't matter how much you get paid. To E's point, you're going to go buy the fish. You're going to go buy the next thing. And everything that you want, it's going to rise. I don't know. You might have a couple.
Or don't want. Hey,
or
listen,
don't want.
Fun.
That's
hey,
real.
Listen, hold on. Let me I got don't lose your spot, Carl. I got hilarious. So Kel realized he had a toothache. I'm talking about bad. Like he was about to die. And I'm like, bro, go to the dentist. But for whatever reason, his insurance lapsed to something. He ain't had you know what I'm saying? He had it, but lost it. Something, you know, he young. You know what I'm saying? You think you bulletproof at that age. So he came upstairs and was like, I'm about to go to the dentist, da-da-da-da. I said, okay, cool. He said he got to the dentist and they was like, bruh, you need a root canal. You know what I'm saying? Like your tooth jacked up. You need a root canal right now. That boy said I was like, oh, okay. He came back. I said, did you get the root canal? He said, nah. I said, how you ain't get it? He said, as soon as she told me the price, my tooth stopped hurting. Bruh, me and Candace, that boy said as soon as she said $1,700, he said magically my tooth didn't even hurt no more.
Bruh.
man.
I was there, but Carl, I was just going to your point of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey,
I don't care how much
your
you
brain
make.
got a funny way of working.
And whatever amount you make, you get that 2,000, whatever amount of money you make, somehow, I promise y'all, this time next year, you're going to be pretty much living check to check again. And it's just,
No question,
it's just
bro.
life. It's just how we do things.
No question.
So until you can really understand how to come up with, again, make real estate a source that generates revenue for you when you do a source.
Yeah. A source of income. Listen to me, that you have absolutely control of. And can I say this to you? I don't care what nobody tells me. Now, I do understand that there are exceptions to the rule in terms of there are those of us who have been born, with some challenges, right? So, of course, I'm not going there, Carl. But I'm just saying that for those of us who, don't have that experience, we have a way, Carl, of either we got a gift. God has given each one of us a gift that, to CJ's point, you either know how to generate or you're the type of person that knows how to support the person that's generating. And you got to understand, here's what I love about the assessment. I don't care what nobody tell you. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. You could get the person that know these assessments like the back of your hand. There is no character trait of the 4 that is a guarantee when you're born with it that you're going to automatically blow up. None of them. I can show you, and again, forgive me for this term. I'm on my CJ right now. I know some of my listeners are going to be like, come on, don't say that kind of stuff. Listen to me very closely. I know some bums, some flat out bums in each category. I know people who you don't just go, you CJ or you Jamal just because you a high pilot. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You just don't come out C or Jamal. Like you ain't just no, I hate when people say, yo, I'm a pilot just like you. The devil is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself on. I'm saying I'm a ground school like Carl.
You flying Spirit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Delta.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you flying Spirit Airline. You feel me? So I'm just saying every human is either born with you got the extrovert boy where you go on a hunt, or you got the introvert boy where you're preserving the hunt. All right? And I'm trying to tell y'all, I would much rather, in some instances, be my tax guy. He getting paid, and he ain't got to get on nobody's road. He ain't got to do no speaking engagements. My man getting paid. The lawyers getting paid. They don't got to do jack. What's the one that I never even talk about that I love? I didn't tell y'all on the podcast, but there's 1 or 2 speakers bureaus that like got me in their pocket, and they know how much I charge, and they getting something for it. They ain't got to get on the mall. They ain't got to get on the road. This old school cotton picking day. They ain't got to get on the road. One cotton picking day.
And putting something in their vest pocket anyway.
You feel me? That's slicker than a nickel. Right. That's slicker than a nickel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, if you're a hunter, cool. But if you know hunters, there are a lot of hunters that are very creative but suck structurally. So everything they make, they gonna lose. You feel me? And so it doesn't matter which side of the spectrum you fall on, but you better fall on the side that says, I'm going to take ownership of my gift. I'm going to know what my assets are. I'm going to know what I bring to the table, and I'm gonna be indispensable. Let me tell you something. On the creative side, I love Maul, love C. On the structure side, love Carl. Like, look, I told y'all, and I tell this joke all the time. When Carl first went to Barbados for the 30-day boy, he was there for 30 days. Me and C was in the podcast room. I'm talking about we was in the podcast room. Like, this ain't rocket science. We ain't had no Zoom stuff. We was in the podcast room with the roadcaster. C was waxing deep. I was like, yo, C, the record button is blue. C was like, okay, whatever that means. Don't interrupt me, E. I'm going hard.
I'm not thinking about that.
C. I'm like, C, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't think we recording, bro. You know what I'm saying? We not recording. And C was like, you lying. I was like, no, Ma, I'm not lying. We was like 22 minutes in.
Ma was there,
I don't even know what made me look at the machine, but I looked at the machine and was like, man, something wrong. Like, I don't know what it is, but I know something wrong. I was like, I got it. That joke ain't red. Okay, we ain't recording, C. I promise y'all, we ain't recording. We ain't got the microchip. Well, bruh, I promise you. So there are people out there saying, I ain't E, I ain't C. I promise you,
don't
we
have
need
to
somebody. I'm telling you, you don't. But what I am telling you is, you can't sit down and go, hey, E, when you finish hunting, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Now, I'm not trying to be funny, but depending on who bringing back the food, and you like, and I promise you, it ain't gonna. I promise you, it ain't gonna work. And so,
Here,
and can I say this to
Birdie,
you?
Here.
And can I say this too? I'm just gonna say this, man. I don't mean no harm.
Say it and do
Maul.
it with harm. The podcast is better
Maul,
when you
I don't mean
harm.
no harm, Maul. I like to believe I'm a good person, but I'm gonna be real. If you want to put me in a situation where you tempt me,
Yeah.
the way you tempt me to not be a good human is for you to be super passive, and you put me in a position where you making me lord over you. I'm just being real. I'm saying I see it happen to people all the time, and people get taken advantage of. What I'm trying to tell you is, when you handle your business and you are an asset and you are indispensable, people treat you differently. People don't take advantage of you when they need you. They do not take advantage of you. I'm telling you, you're putting yourself in a very bad situation when you are needy. I'm just being real. If you are needy, you better pray that you're around God-fearing, like, people who gonna take care of you. But if you're needy, I promise you. I was walking today, and all I heard was, if you can't walk with the footmen, how can you run with the horsemen? You can't do it. You can't do it. And so I'm just trying to tell y'all, get y'all weight up. Last thing I want to do is be left by Jamal. Last thing I want to be left by CJ. Last thing I want to be left by Josh. I want to be left by Carl. I don't want to be left, y'all. I don't want to be left. So I got to make sure that I'm not Carl. I'm not CJ. I'm not Jamal. I'm none of them. I'm Eric Thomas. I got to make sure in my lane that I hold my lane down and I hold down what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just telling all y'all out there, man, if you want to take care of your family, don't put it in another man's hand. If you want to take care of your family, figure out what it takes to do it and wake up every day and go get it. Because we all human. None of us have anything that you don't have. I'm telling you, if we can do it, you can do it.
Hey,
I think it's a whole science
sir.
behind it, man. Now, go ahead.
Oh, y'all to being polite now. Go for it, Paul.
No, I was just saying, man, I think it's a whole science behind it. You talking about that needy boy? As soon as you said that, I thought about the 9 to 5s. They give you a needy test before you enter into the company. Like it's not called a needy test, but they actually literally give you a test, and the test actually shows. It's like, have you ever, like with the police department, they ask you like 1,000 questions in 1,000 different ways. And it's about questions about nothing that got to do about being a police. But I think they already have tests designed to know the type of people that they actually hiring. And is this person a needy type person? And so, and it's not just with the police department. I'm sure, Ford and all these other different places, man, these factory jobs, they hiring because they know they plan off of your neediness. But it comes a point where you gotta, man, take control over it, and you gotta be like, man, look, this is what I want, and this is the only way to get it. I just always, my whole motivation, and maybe somebody can take this with them, my whole motivation was just like, when people look at promotion, every time somebody talk about promotion to me, on a job, it was always like the promotion was connected to some type of purpose they needed it to fulfill in their life. Mm-hmm. That promotion was connected to a purpose that they needed it to fulfill in their life. And if that promotion never took place, then that purpose was never realized. That purpose was never done in their life. So I'm like, and I'm just talking to people on the job, and I'm like, so you telling me that you're going to, once you get promoted, then that's when you're going to finally get the type of house you and your wife want. Once you get promoted, that's when your kids are going to go to this school that you're talking about. What if it don't happen? What if you don't get promoted by your job? What if your supervisor don't like you? Now, you just supposed to lose out on all those things in life that you wrote down that you wanted? Like, no, man.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many, just like really think about what I'm asking you, okay? How many promotions are there, Maul? Like, tell us how many people work there, and then how many promotions were they really?
Bro, so check
It
it out.
ain't enough to go around, I'll tell you that.
15, I got you this. I'm going to just give a little breakdown real quick. 15,000 police officers on the police department. The highest position is the superintendent, and it's only one position. So you got 15,000 people trying to get to the highest position. And then under the superintendent, it's the first deputy. That's only one position. And then under him, it's maybe 4 other deputy lieutenants or whatever, commanders. And so, I mean, when you think about it, man.
Where did you make it to?
Oh, bruh. I made it to the highest level possible.
Don't even answer
I
him,
made it to the
Maul.
highest level
Don't
possible.
Even answer him,
And
Maul.
the highest level. So,
Maul,
E,
don't
when
even
you're talking
answer
about
him.
that, though, while CJ joking, I saw how it wasn't fair. I'm like, bro, I'm going up against 15,000 other people. All to get this. And then if you actually do get it, you ain't even still happy. I had the superintendent.
Lieutenant, is that what?
I'm just saying, the superintendent of police, man.
Maul, let it go, Maul. Don't answer.
I'm not even hearing him, man. You know, the superintendent of police.
Sergeant.
What's that?
Yes,
He was waiting on your answer where you rose through the ranks.
Oh, fam. You know, I'm still rising through the ranks because I promoted myself.
Hey, let's go.
While you talking stuff, young fella, when you was in high school, I think I was a millionaire. So, you know, respect your elders.
Respect
your elders.
E, real quick.
Now, you going to make me now come on about my, you know what I'm saying? Hey, E, look, anybody that's
Watch
under
this,
40.
E. Oh, no, Maul. Sorry. I was going to say, E, the first job that I had out of college, I quit. Listen to what I'm saying closely. I quit because there was one supervisor and then the owner of the company that I worked for. It was a small company. I had one supervisor, and from the looks of it, the supervisor had locked down his position. Like, he wasn't going nowhere. And I'm watching this. I was probably 19, 20 years old. And I'm watching this like, yo, I really have nowhere to go in this company. That edge, I'm like, I ain't got nowhere to go. Why would I work
Who was doing
here?
the most work, Carl?
Oh,
you were the
bruh,
supervisor.
I was up there working. He worked. I ain't gonna lie, but I was working. My man was sitting at the desk sending me outside to do stuff. So I'm
You just
sitting
described my last 15 years with you.
But
It's nowhere for me to go, Carl.
That's so huge though, because like for real, as I studied it, and I'm just saying, how many people are working that job, Maul? How many people are just working, hoping that it's not going to happen? It's not. It's not, flat out. It's not going to happen. That's 20 years
How
old.
many promotions can you give yourself?
Unlimited.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I just saw something that blew my mind. This don't have nothing to do with nothing, but I sent it to Maul. They said the average person coming out of Harvard make $80,000. Carl just made over 100 bands on one building. They said the average person coming out of Harvard make $80,000, bruh. I'm saying, how you probably got $250,000 worth of
Student
debt and you
loans,
making $80,000.
And we don't know the quality. Look at Carl right now doing the podcast. You feel me? Right? We don't know the quality of life that you have for the 80-something.
Right, that's what
we don't know.
Right. And I'm saying that I say that to say, Maul, I was teasing, of course, because you obviously, didn't put your life on the line to get promotions. You didn't need to. But even in that highest position, how much you gonna make?
Man, at the highest position, $240,000.
Okay, let me tell you something. Maul take 240 and hit Guatemala and climb volcanoes.
No, not even easy.
No, I'm just I'm just trying to tell you
serious.
so can we please do this? Because I know people are gonna be like, CJ's mean. Okay, so I want to do something for you right now. And I want everybody else to get ready because we're going to give y'all some tips on how you can get to the bag at a high level, okay? Like, let's not leave them. Let's not just talk about, you just dog us out. You didn't give us the clue. Okay, ready? Number one. Everybody get your pen and paper out. I'm going to give you the very first one. I need everybody lean into your speakers close, your headphones. Turn it up. I'm going to tell you the very most important step of the entire deal, and then I'll let them give steps that are less important. Okay? The very first step. No, I'm serious. The very first key to your success. All right, ready? Nobody cares. Okay, I'm going to have to say it again because, again, listen, I had to learn this very early. I'm just telling you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your product.
Nobody cares how sweet you are. Nobody cares how nice you are. Nobody cares how well you can speak. Nah, you say, see, that first step seemed harsh. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll be in position to succeed. When did I take that dose of reality? I said it when I spoke in Mexico. E gave the best motivational speech in the history of life on a Tuesday night, and on a Wednesday, we couldn't get booked at a middle school. Just take that in. Like, take that in. E gave the Guru Story speech on a Tuesday night, and on Wednesday, the middle school said, Eric who? Nah, we good. And I realized at that moment, oh, nobody cares that we sweet. Like, nobody cares. And when I came, and again, okay, we had another one. Y'all have heard the bank story. I don't need to wear y'all out with that. We was going to make a whole $1 million and we was going to be set and running the business. And my man was like, yo, actually, never mind. We good. Don't worry about that. Right at the 11th hour. And I looked at E and he looked at me and he said, nobody cares. And once I started to get that through my mind, nobody cares, and it's on me, and took full ownership of what we had to do and how we had to do it, I promise you, I just had this conversation with Toby. Change your expectations, bruh. I just had to change my expectations. People not going to do nothing for you. They're not going to do nothing with you. People going to show up late. People going to complain. People going to drop the ball. Change your expectations, bruh. If it is to be, it's up to me. And when I realized that nobody cared, I'm talking about like nobody. Even my friends didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody came through with 50 cents for us. And when I say I learned that and I figured out that step, I was able to truly get a solid foundation from which we could get busy. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my step. I need to know from y'all if people are going to take themselves to another level. Because again, E, I had this realization, bro, because I thought maybe some people was just content, like, oh, okay, I ain't really trying to drive that. I ain't really trying to live there. And I realized like that percentage of the population, it might be like 5% of people who truly just like, I'm good with being check to check. You know what I'm saying? The rest of us, and myself included, I want options. I want to be able to say to my wife, we can go wherever you want to go for dinner. I want to be able to tell my kids you can go to the school you want. I want to be able, if my son is a scholar and smart and wants to go study abroad in Switzerland, I want to be able to write a check. That's just me. And I believe that most humans want those options. But again, in order to get to that level, there are some things you have to do. And the first thing I say you have to start with is nobody cares and nobody's going to save you. Nobody's coming for you. Nobody's just going to give you anything. And it's not going to happen by osmosis. I'll kick it to E because he's the oldest. Then I'll kick it to Maul because he's the strongest. And I'll kick it to Carl because he's the smartest.
All right. So I would say, be an asset and not a liability. You know what I'm saying? I think too many people are looking for a check. You don't have to worry about a check if you're an asset, right? If you're an asset, people have to keep you around. If you're a liability, like you got to go fast, right? So I would just say, like I'm a speaker. I know I provide energy for people. People come on, and I give it away for free online. And I'm an asset to the world. 3 o'clock in the morning, noon, you can catch something right before you go home. So I'm an asset. We got videos out. We have podcasts out. We've got, free mixtapes that's out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we give away our books for free. I did, what's that, Carl? At Michigan State, the Success Series, The Advantage for free. Like I became an asset to the world. Mm-hmm. And when you become an asset, guess what you attract? Other assets. When you're a liability, guess what you attract? You attract liability. So I would say, don't worry about how much somebody can pay you. Make your concentration, what can I do to make myself valuable to another human or to an entity or organization?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I would have to say, man, and this is something I'm big on, is that you are not doing enough. You are not doing enough. This is what a whole 9-to-5 millionaire mindset has been created. Work your work. Work while you work. So the whole thing about I remember just seeing a lot of police officers just thinking like, okay, man, I'm working my job. Oh, and then even when they got off work, they would go home and just lay down and go crack open a beer and just wait until the next shift. And one thing that always stuck out to me was Ecclesiastes 11:6. Work your work in the morning, and in the evening, let not your hands be idle, for you do not know which one will work, whether it's this or whether it's that. You don't know. So stop dependent on that one stream of income. Stop depending on that one job. You're not doing enough. Even if you guys just look at my life, I can live off of any one of my businesses. I promise you I can. Any of the businesses I started 20 years ago, I can live off anything. But yet, that one scripture stayed in my mind. When the pandemic happens, if this happens and childcare shuts down, well, I still got real estate. If real estate shut down, well, I still got childcare. If childcare shut down, I got the security company. Security company shuts down, well, then I can still speak. Then we got it's so many businesses that you want to make sure that you're promoting yourself within every company that you create. So stop feeling like the one little job you got is enough. Stop feeling like that and work your work. Work while you work. Just do that. And so that's a huge one for me, man. Just always feel like, what you're doing is not enough and keep going.
Good. Yep.
Hey, I had the opportunity yesterday to witness a transaction happen. I'm going to share something real quick. The person was asking, I'll give you the numbers, $40,000, right? And the other person was basically was like, no, I'll take it for 28. And Ma, I asked like, yo, not trying to be funny, but why'd you say 28? And the response I got, I'm talking about, it's going to be my mantra for the rest of the life. The person said, it made me happy. That's simple. It made me happy. And I'm just like, huh? Like, I'm looking for a reason. Like, did you, inspect? Did you, boom? No. It made me happy. And see, I think the biggest part is that people don't know what makes them happy. Like, I'm just being real. You just said blame America. We're so like indoctrinated with a culture, with all this stuff. Like, you don't even know who you are. You don't know what makes you happy. Like, what do you really love? Like, for real, do you like to sit down and just watch TV all day? Like, I'm just not, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm saying I need you to get the longest. I got like 8 to 10 videos in a ground screw course, right? And the longest, each one has a PDF. The longest PDF I have is like 20-something pages long. See, it's breaking down exactly what do you want your marriage to look like? What do you want your family to look like? What do you want your finances to look like detailed, like exactly how much do you want to make? All you do and make real estate real. Like, what's your future vision? Be clear on what your vision is, because he said it earlier, if you're not clear on your vision, then you were part of somebody else's vision. Mm-hmm. It's bottom line. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, like, that's my first thing. Like, figure out the things that make you happy, like, for real. Like, this is what charges you. This is what fuels you. If you like to sit alone and read, like, that's cool. Don't be scared. Whatever it is that you feel like, man, I get pleasure out of this, like, keep it PG. But for real, like, write this stuff down. Like, what is it that you like? What is it that you look forward to? Be clear in that. And then I'll give the other one from, I got one more, I got to do it. The richest man in Babylon. He's like, I don't care how much money you make, just save 10%. And that 10% is designated for investments. He's like, I don't care what money you make. You can make $200 a year. I don't care. Save 10% of that. And over time, we're going to use that to build. So for everybody out there is like, man, I ain't got no down payment. You don't have it now. But this is a very tangible step. I don't care nothing about your expensive. Cut your doggone cable bill. Like, that ain't bringing you nothing back. I'm just being real now. Like, you got to be extreme if you want to go. Maul just said it. You got to work if you want this thing to work. Cut the extra stuff out. Save 10% of your income, non-negotiable. Take it out before you do anything else. Well, get God his first, then take yours out.
I was about to say, hold on, Carl. You just going against the scripture over there.
Get God his first, right? Then take yours out.
Yeah.
Hey, no, God said
St. Carl, chapter 1.
Hey, God set the rule. We're going to follow it and apply it to ourselves too. He's like, bring 10% here. You bring 10% back here. You do that. And I'm saying you use that to prepare yourself for 2 years down the line, but you will eventually be in a place to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum, invest in real estate, but you got to start doing something to put yourself in that position. So that's my 2. So
invest in you.
Invest in you.
Yeah, I got me a little crypto. You know what I'm saying? Just a little You know what I'm saying? Couple dollars, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, and building off of last week's call, Ma, I came back from that dark cave and I just took $500, not a lot, and I literally just put it in crypto. Y'all know that's not Carl. Bruh, $500? Like, I work a lot. Like, I do a lot for this. I was like, nope, you're not going to do that no more. You just walk through the cave
put up 500.
and came out.
Oh, yeah.
And see, let me just be
Carl
real.
spent 500.
It's going to be more. It's going to be more. That was like let me
Come
whet
on.
the appetite a little bit. It's going to be more, but I'm just like, yo, I'm understanding now that the things that I want is on the other side of this. So I'm going to do what makes me happy now, bottom line.
Yeah. No, I ain't going to lie. I ain't even put 500. It was like $150. You know what I'm saying? I slid I had like somebody cash at me, so I just threw it over there in the Bitcoin. You know what I'm
No, that's smart. See, anytime somebody cash
Yeah, I
app
put it
you
over there.
something you don't need,
That's all I
just
did.
put it over there, yeah.
I moved it over there. I told Maul we need to go ahead as a crew and buy a couple coins. But Maul hey, but to Maul's point, Maul look at you and Maul really is a mathematician.
Facts.
He like a hood mathematician.
The hood.
No, I'm just saying because it ain't like
63rd
algebra.
Street mathematician.
No, I'm saying, but no, Maul understands. And so he broke it down to me and said, okay, cool. What are you hoping that Bitcoin brings us back? Like just right now where we're at. What are you hoping it brings us back? Whatever. I said, okay. He said, okay, cool. Or we could take that, or we could guarantee make 3 times as much as that with doing this. I said, all right, cool. I got you. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? Never mind.
And it was just
But
like, we
again,
don't have to do it. Then I can hear the naysayers. Well, it's just diversifying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, but the money that we buying real estate from is from the profit of the profit of a profit already.
So that's diversifying.
That's diversified. So you just see us buying real estate, but not realizing that the money that we're using to buy the real estate is from the profit of a profit of the profit. So it's, we on like 3rd or 4th generation money. So it's like we don't have to do that.
you know what we have to do?
What's that?
What's that? See, what do we have to do?
What do we have to do?
Drink some Organifi.
Hey.
Shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping this podcast sponsored. Thank you, E, for letting me do this read today. You know what I'm saying? I know you usually like to cut me off mid-bro. Shout out to Organifi, ORGANIFI.com, promo code success. Shout out to them. Also, shout out to Make Real Estate Real. What's going down with Make Real Estate Real, Dr. King?
Seeing people.
Hey, Maul, you see though that. Maul, you see that even when I didn't disrupt him, he loved it because he had to bring it up. He could have just read it straight through, Maul, but he liked when I do that.
Right.
Though.
But listen.
So he kind of,
Let me tell y'all something. I got a whole podcast to run, and I got to entertain the people. So I got to joke y'all, or it's going to be dry and boring, and they're going to be like, I don't want to listen.
Maul, I'm just saying, I'm going to interrupt him because I didn't, and you can feel that it hurt that I didn't interrupt him, Maul. He was like, man, he didn't even interrupt me.
Right.
Ain't nobody thinking about what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Evidently.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Make real estate real. What's going down, brother?
Hey, man, just seeing success, man. Like I said, even with doing the class in Lakewood, teaching Make Real Estate Real, it's amazing. It's one thing, Carl, when you can do it yourself, right? It's one thing where I can just flip. I learned the secret where I could literally, if I need 600,000, I can go ahead and I could go to the bricks to get the 600,000 without a doubt. I've done it so many times. But what's been challenging for me, it was like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can teach other people to do it. Am I really that fresh? Am I really a master? I'm good if I can do it myself. But I become great if I can teach other people how to do it. And sure enough now, to see people like Carl Train and the thousands other people that's been sending messages saying, hey, look at Jamal, it works. I'm just now, I'm excited, man. I think I get more pleasure. Matter of fact, no cap, I was more happier. I took the phone out of Carl's hand and ran it around the room like,
showing everybody.
I was like, look at, and Carl just said 100,000. It's more like 113,000. And I told him, take that other 13,000 and just give it to your wife. Just make it rain. It's just 13,000. And that was when Carl put his hands on his hips. And he was like,
squared them shoulders up.
My shoulders.
Right, that's when the shoulders went up. But I was just like, man, just go ahead and just let your wife know, like, this is why we've been doing this. This is why we've been sacrificing. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
And Carl was like, she probably won't even spend it. And I said, good, great, whatever.
No,
but
make
just,
her spend it.
let her just do
it.
Bro, it means something. It's a milestone.
Nah.
Take the under 100,000, man, and take 50,000 of it and put it back into another property. Take the other 50 and put it in your bank account, man. But just to see other people, and that's something that me and Camille used to do. And that's why I think I get excited because, you know, when I flipped the property, if I made that kind of money, I would take that money and I would do something special for Camille. I would, you know, I told Train the same thing. Train had 100-something thousand. I told him, man, go do something special for you. If you think about it, see, that's the only thing I ask people. People be like, oh, Jay, man, I got to give you something. No, dog, just do something special for your wife. That's it. Just so that she can be, and for the wives, if they flipping property, I tell them the same thing. Do something special for your husband so he can get on board with you and really see the fruits of it. And so I'm big on that, man, because I just know how it changed our life. But now to see what we're doing and seeing it affecting through Make Real Estate Real other people's lives, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I think
it's
the
like
dopest thing now that I'm seeing a lot of is all the joint ventures that's going on. So it's people, man, who are coming in to Make Real Estate Real. They're joining alumni and they're on together all the time. They in Facebook groups and they like, yo, you got 5 bands, I got 5 bands. These okay, cool. We'll all put up our bread together and chop down 100,000. And you seeing it happen, man. And it
Group
is
economics.
changing lives. Oh man, it's been amazing to watch. And you know, this is exactly what I envisioned, man, when you gave me the whole breakdown and the formula of everything you were doing while still keeping your job. I was like, yo, this is what our people been missing. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been missing this side of it. And so it's just incredible to watch that take place. So y'all go to makerealestatereal.com right now. All right. And also, man, we got another killer in the midst doing some big things. Solo Creator Pro, Carl. Catch us up.
Yes, sir.
Killer.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I had to say this though real quick. Maul used that. Maul, you took me back. You know, I'm an old head hip hop fan. Maul said, I want to see how fresh I could be. Fresh.
My Dougie?
Those are words back in the day. Fresh.
That's it.
Oh,
Fresh.
Lord. Hey. Man, hey, we're doing a special. I told you guys last week, I got Jose coming back to do this Canva masterclass. So go to solocreatorpro.com/Canva, C-A-N-V-A. And again, Canva is one of those platforms that if you're creating content, it's going to make your life a lot easier. So we got part 1 that's already done, and we're discounting that right now. I think we brought it down to $27, like for a 3-hour masterclass. You get that, and then you can get the part 2 that's coming up, and I think it's 3 weeks. I'll get the exact date, but Solo Creator Pro /Canva, guys. Again, we're taking you, I don't care what device you got, Android, I don't care what it is, iPhone. We're going to get you comfortable behind that camera, understanding what you need to do to create content, man, and getting your business, your brand, everything out there. So you too can be like Maul in the penthouse.
Yeah, and
I'm not in the penthouse, Carl. I'm in the club.
Oh, my bad. The club next to the penthouse.
The penthouse is on the other side.
Hey, and I do want to say to those of you who are listening, you do need to understand there's a season. You know, there's a time and season.
Yep.
And this is the season of content.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
I don't know if it was COVID that created it, but a lot more people are at home, a lot more people are watching TV, a lot more people are looking to get into their own business due to COVID. And so this is a season of content. And you have content. Content is nothing but what your expertise is what you've experienced, what you've gone through. You know, so but what happens is nobody knows that your content exists. You know what I'm saying? And so it's funny, Carl, my daughter came to me, you know, Jada just finished school. You know, of course, when you're in the master's, there's no real summer, you know, school. It's, you know, freshman, you're a senior. So after her, you know, right before the cleaning of the car, she came to me and showed me a series of Nike commercials and was like, yo, Dad, let's get Nikki on the phone, Beast Mode Digital on the phone. But she was like, yo, we got to do commercials for our gear, you know? And so she showed me a couple of Nike commercials and was like, yo, we got cameras, like, let's go. Like, we know people, they got houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, commercials are people. It's content, Dad. Like, let's get them on the shirt. You know, you do a voiceover, you do it for everybody else. Now it's time for you to do it, you know, to inspire the grind gear boy. So again, that content, my daughter was like, yo, we have the people, we got cameras, we have the time, we've got money. Like, let's create these commercials and stop waiting for, whatever. She was like, yo, you could create a commercial, Dad, and put it up on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and it'll go viral. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, again, just that whole content, Dad.
Speaking of which, man, y'all go check out the new gear. We got a bunch of new gear. It's fire. You might have saw me with the Execution is Worship shirt. You see Carl with the Just Execute. And them joints is nice, too.
Yeah,
Shout out to
good.
Sierra and Didi.
Yeah.
They got that joker rolling over there. So high-quality stuff, man. Y'all go to grindgearstore.com, man. Start repping the brand with us, all right? I don't have anything else unless you gentlemen want to say something. I think we pretty much tapped out. Everybody good? Speak now, forever hold your peace. E.T. Remember you used to give a nugget of the day back in the day? Give us a nugget of the day, man.
I know. Yeah.
We stopped that because it was...
Hey, Ma, he forgot. So I was like, yo, he working me even on the podcast.
No, you know what?
Shoot.
COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID.
Yeah,
I had to stop the nugget of the day because COVID.
Yeah, I will say, I will repeat what I said, invest, and as a rule, don't ever ask another human to invest more in you than you invest in yourself. So even if you have people in your life who do invest in you, so let's just say Maul says, I'm gonna invest in you. I'm gonna give you $50,000 to, start a property. Well, then I need to be able to put at least $100,000 to buy my own property. You feel me? So don't ever let another human invest more in you than you invest in yourself. So it doesn't mean you don't let people invest in you. That's not what we're saying. No man is an island. But don't ever let another human put more effort and energy in your life than you put in your own.
That's it. That's all. Let's get it, y'all. We love y'all. We'll see you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your